Honestly, Kentucky State is home.
I'm a freshman at K-State, and I study agriculture.
And I've made Kentucky State mine, just like they have made me theirs. That's why I say it's home, because I've made it into what I need it to be for me in order to succeed.
Hi, Shane Huffman with the Neil Huffman Automotive Group, and we're introducing the all-new Neil Huffman Auto Mall in Frankfort, where we have 5 great brands: Chevy, Buick, GMC, Nissan, and Honda. All our deals come with our 110% price protection guarantee, and they even have a 2-year certified maintenance plan. Plus, we have acres and acres of quality pre-owned vehicles that are all aggressively priced, and we're even going to give you a $39.99 full synthetic oil change. All these deals are on our website, neilhuffman.com. Huffman has it.
And good evening or good afternoon. It's a beautiful day in our state capital. Neil Jackson with Josh Toffness. The KSU Thoroughbred Sports Network is on the air for homecoming. Josh Toffness, glad to be here. I know this is your return again, but this is my first homecoming, and it's an amazing experience.
I've got to show you the ropes, man. I mean, this is excellent. This is bread and butter of Kentucky State University. This is what we look forward to every year. The basketball homecoming as well as the football homecoming, both are huge events. We got Wale playing tonight. It's going to be an exciting time here in Frankfort.
We are counting you down to kickoff between Kentucky State University and Miles College. The Golden Bears are 3-2 and with 1-0 in conference play, and they are tied with the Thoroughbreds in conference, so this will be a huge homecoming matchup.
Thoroughbreds have had a little bit of a rough year as far as the season goes, but in conference play, they're doing great. I mean, they've really stepped up their game. No Coach John Smith is really excited about this particular game against Miles College.
Last time out, the Thoroughbreds were victorious in a 26-10 victory over Fort Valley State at Wildcat Stadium. Freshman quarterback Jules St. Guy had a breakout game with career highs in passing and rushing. Once he found his feet, he became a very serious weapon for Kentucky State.
And we saw him filling in a little bit in the Virginia State University game, and we saw that what he was capable of, there were sparks that we could see, things that we saw that were going to show some promise with him, and, well, he seemed to found his own in his last game.
We thank each and every one of you for joining us on the Thoroughbred Sports Network. He's Josh Toffness. I'm Neil Jackson, and this is going to be a great homecoming matchup. I'm looking forward to seeing what Jules St. Guy will do on the field, and we will have a couple of on-field reports as well as interview with the coach about 3 minutes before kickoff. Yeah. Something just crashed in the press box.
Something, but well, last night we were actually at Bryan Station, which is Bo Johnson's alma mater. We were able to cover them from Bryan Station that's in Lexington, and you know, just covering their senior night got me really excited for tonight at homecoming. Just, you know, gives you a little bit of preview as far as what that means to the kids, and even furthermore in college. I mean, it's even bigger. When you go to your homecoming and you're playing in conference play, everything is important. Every down you're going to remember, and it's really, really important to these kids.
And taking a look, we just saw a look at Tailgate City. That is one of the biggest tailgates you will see.
Yes.
And it is the food and the music is a combination that it's literally like no other.
You just walk over there and they hand you food. You don't even have to ask for it. You're automatically going to get something good in your belly.
Oh, yes, and all the alumni, and the crowd is just starting to get huge, and it's been huge since about, I got here a little after 11, and it's been just growing and getting bigger and bigger.
Oh, yeah, and that's just what all homecoming's all about. You know, you get all the alumni that come back into town to celebrate, and it's just a blast, and it's a fun thing for everybody to attend.
As we get you ready for this game between Kentucky State University and Miles College, we will let you know Jules St. Guy will he be the starting quarterback today for Kentucky State?
Not sure, but we got Bo Johnson as well in there, and you know, between those two guys, you've got some great picks there.
And they have plenty of weapons to go to. I want to see a big game today out of Reginald Harris. That's going to be extremely important for the Thoroughbreds to be successful today for homecoming.
Oh, yeah, got to get that running game going, and you know that he's had several 100-yard games in a row, and that's very important to this team right now with how young it is. I mean, the running game is how you establish yourself in any sort of football game. We
have a sideline reporter. We will go down to talk to the coach, Nick Curran, and we also have a feature reporter joining us, Lindsay Magaha, and we're pleased to have them joining us. And I see the Kentucky State, is that Kentucky State's marching band on its way to the field?
Oh, yeah. Yes, it is, and they are seriously one of the loudest marching bands there is, really.
That is a groove you do not disturb, definitely. Kentucky State University marching Thoroughbreds. And this is homecoming as we get you ready for kickoff. We are just under 15 minutes away from the start of the game. Folks are still streaming into the stadium, and lots of folks are still walking around the Tailgate City across the street from Alumni Stadium. A lot of activities going on at Kentucky State University this weekend.
Saw a live video from the amphitheater yesterday posted on Facebook. Step teams and everybody just having a blast out there. I mean, it was so much fun to watch that sort of stuff and know that I was getting ready to come down into this atmosphere, because it's always something new at homecoming.
Oh, yes, it is. Miles College, they're tied for second in the SIAC, and I think they're going to bring a pretty diverse offensive attack to the field today to challenge this Kentucky State defense, which has gotten stronger as the season progressed.
Yes, they have, and one thing that they really need to focus on is keeping contained around the ends. I mean, that's something that we saw them struggle with against Virginia State University and a few other teams, but John L. Smith has really just gotten it into their heads that they need to stay on their assignments and trust the man next to them, and that's exactly what they've been doing here lately.
And we will see the Miles College quarterback tonight. That will be, let's see, who will that be? David Whipple. He'll be starting tonight. And we will take our first commercial break. We'll come right back here with more as we get you ready for homecoming as Kentucky State University takes on the Miles College Golden Bears here on the Thoroughbred Sports Network.
Set. Go. Pass him. Good. PMJ, you're up. Chris Roberts, you're up, man.
Doing good.
Chris Roberts, you're down there.
Hey, y'all know Roberts was recruited as a running back?
Right hand stand. Right hand. Now get out of the circle, dude. Turn. And get the ball moving, PMJ.
Come on, Chris. Turn straight like we really do.
Like this? Here we go. Here we go. Let's go.
Get it out.
Pass it.
Hi, Shane Huffman with the Neil Huffman Automotive Group, and we're introducing the all-new Neil Huffman Auto Mall of Frankfort, where we have 5 great brands: Chevy, Buick, GMC, Nissan, and Honda. All our deals come with our 110% price protection guarantee, and they even have a 2-year certified maintenance plan. Plus, we have acres and acres of quality pre-owned vehicles that are all aggressively priced. And we're even going to give you a $39.99 full synthetic oil change. All these deals are on our website, neilhuffman.com. Huffman has it.
Kentucky State University and Miles College's marching bands are getting ready to get on the field, and I'm looking forward to seeing Kentucky State perform once again today.
It's always one of my favorite things is to attend the halftime show and get to see what they are able to bring out. They are one of the loudest marching bands in the state, I know, and you wouldn't think that this is a smaller college by just hearing them play, honestly, and you wouldn't think that they have so many guys in their band just because of how loud they are, really.
They remind me of Adair County in marching band circles. People know them as the smallest band with the most powerful sound, but till you see Kentucky State put it down, and they put it down, ladies and gentlemen. So coming up at halftime, you are in for a treat. We are under 10 minutes away from kickoff here at Alumni Stadium for Kentucky State University taking on Miles College in the homecoming game. And the homecoming at Kentucky State is an experience.
Yes, it is.
Not to be missed.
And, you know, Kentucky State right now looking for a little bit of a revenge game right now, because last time they matched up against Miles College, it was at Miles College last year, and they lost actually 16-6. And it was a tough game. They couldn't really get any offense going or anything like that. But last week, actually, in their last game, they were able to get a lot of offense going. We noticed that as far as on the stats. You know, as you mentioned, St. Guy able to find Anderson for multiple scores. Anderson having really a career day with 99 yards and a few touchdowns. I mean, he was on fire. And if they can actually put together that sort of offense again and then involve Reginald Harris as well, it can be a long day for Miles College and a great day for the Kentucky State Thoroughbreds.
We are around 8.5 minutes away from kickoff here at Frankfort, Kentucky State University Alumni Stadium for the homecoming day game. And this is going to be a great game. I'm looking forward to this matchup. It's been counting down the days since the last game we did here.
It's actually been a month, believe it or not, and you know, we're trying to slowly get this Thoroughbred Sports Network off the ground, and it's finding its feet, and we're really excited to be a part of it.
And thank you to those that are watching us online at KSUThoroughbreds.com. Please let us know what you think of the broadcast. The last one was very fun, and I'm glad to be doing another one here with Josh Toffness.
You can hit us up on Facebook as well at the K-State page, and you know, or you can find me on Twitter at least at Toffness Monster, Toftness Monster. It's kind of an inside joke with me and a lot of my friends, but I'm sure that you guys can follow us. I'll be live tweeting throughout the game, just giving you guys updates as far as what's going on.
And I'm on Facebook at Neil C. Jackson at Facebook.com, so if you want to give me a shout out, your friendship is appreciated and your comments are welcome. The referees for tonight's game: Robert Frazier, umpire Keith Andres II, head linesman Ronald Norman, line judge Matthew Lofgren, back judge Raymond Tate, field judge Sean Petty, and the side judge is Jay Gates. About 7 minutes away from kickoff, and some of the players are starting to get warmed up on the sidelines here. But most of the activity is happening in the locker room, and if you're Coach John L. Smith, what are you telling your thoroughbreds before they come out of the locker room?
You know, just keep calm. Don't let this homecoming atmosphere get you too fired up before the game. I mean, I know you want to be fired up for a game, but the thing is you can come out with a little bit too much confidence and, you know, just blow off all your steam in that first drive and not really have a good, cool, even tempo as far as the rest of the game goes. It's very important for them to come out kind of even keel and find their identity as the game goes on. They've been able to do that in the past few games with their offense, finding what they need to do, because I know earlier in the season, as far as the first 4 games, it was pretty tough going for Kentucky State, and especially offensively. But here in the last few games, they've been able to find some sort of rhythm and find an identity, and that's very important today to keep that going.
Lots going on here at Alumni Stadium. We're going to send it over to Lindsay Magaha for interview. She's a couple of doors down in the press box.
We want to welcome you all to the homecoming game here at Kentucky State University. And I'm sitting here with Dr. Bearden, and I'm also sitting with Patricia Russell McLeod, who is a graduate of Kentucky State University. First off, tell me, how have you enjoyed the 2016 homecoming activities?
Thank you, Lindsay. Everything has just been outstanding. We have seen more school spirit than we've seen in a long period of time. Every event has been well attended. The level of enthusiasm has been great, and we're just pleased to be a part of it.
Wonderful. Now, Ms. Russell McLeod, you did an awesome job yesterday at the convocation. Tell us a little bit about your experience here at Kentucky State.
I am pleased to be a student from Kentucky State. Whatever my successes have been as a lawyer, as an international motivational speaker, this is the seed that was planted in my life. I am better for this thrill on the hill of academic excellence, of exposure to professors who nurtured, who shaped, who focused intentionally upon the possible. They saw in students a better person than they even imagined they could be. And we became, because you become what you are. You become that manifestation of what people believe that you can be. So we came wide-eyed, eager, anxious, ambivalent, and we became leaders based upon the fact that professors let us believe that we were the cadre of capable and competent who could, if we would, take our place on the global stage.
Thank you so much. That was an awesome answer. Thank you all. Listen, we are going to go back to the game. Thank you all. Thank you, ladies, so much.
For the opportunity.
Hi, Shane Huffman with the Neil Huffman Automotive Group, and we're introducing the all-new Neil Huffman Auto Mall of Frankfort, where we have 5 great brands: Chevy, Buick, GMC, Nissan, and Honda. All our deals come with our 110% price protection guarantee, and they even have a 2-year certified maintenance plan. Plus, we have acres and acres of quality pre-owned vehicles that are all aggressively priced, and we're even going to give you a $39.99 full synthetic oil change. All these deals are on our website, neilhuffman.com. Huffman has it.
And he was asking us about if we ever thought about going to college. It was a dead dream for me because I had to change my ways. Never let anyone or you tell yourself that you cannot do anything. He said, K-State wants you, and if you really want to go, they're willing to help you with everything. I always wanted to go to college, and that was the day that I guess I got accepted to K-State.
Ladies and gentlemen, your national anthem. We are going to throw it down to field side as Nick Curran will be talking with John L. Smith. We will take it to the sideline for Nick as the thoroughbreds get ready to come out on the field.
The two teams will now meet at midfield for the contrast. Captains for the thoroughbreds.
Well, we'll catch up with Nick when we catch up with him. He will have word with Nick, with Coach John L. Smith before the kickoff as the captains get ready to head onto the field.
And number 3, Trayvon Spencer.
Michael Moega, Trayvon Spencer, Vincent Edwards, and Bo Johnson are the captains for Kentucky State University.
And the thoroughbreds coming out of the locker room. the Miles College Golden Bears coming out behind a large array of flags.
But not nearly the welcome for them that Kentucky State University received. Miles College now realizing that they need to switch sides for their bands. They're going to be moving on over while Kentucky State looks to make their entrance for.
And that will be something to see.
You can already hear those drums warming up.
The captain's at center field. Looks like Miles College will receive. Kentucky State deferring to the second half to get the football.
Miles College trying to head towards that campus. K-State running away from it. Bo Johnson hopping off the field. He looks ready.
Getting ready to play football here. We're waiting for Kentucky State marching thoroughbreds to come out on the field.
They're walking past Miles College right now.
And the clock is at 0, so we're waiting for the bands to get ready. And thank you, each and every one of you, for joining us on the Thoroughbreds Sports Network for this homecoming broadcast, homecoming game. And I guess we'll check back with Nick at halftime. He will have coach's comments heading to the locker room we'll see how the Thoroughbreds have performed in the first half. We're getting ready for football here.
Bill Rose will kick off for the Thoroughbreds.
Bill Rose kicking off. Back to receive for Miles College, number 7, Vincent Davis. And number 1, Cedric Poole. Getting ready to play some football here. And the sun is shining brightly over my old Kentucky home. Glad all the clouds from the morning have moved away. So now we have a great view of the field, and a great afternoon of football is underway. High kick. Taken at the 10. And he trips on the turf and will not get to the 20-yard line as he gets knocked down at the 18.
And great coverage there by the Thoroughbreds.
Looked like he lost his footing as he tried to make his first big move there.
They're kicked by number 2, Worthen.
Andreas Worthen on the return.
Number 16, Jabril George.
He got about a 7 to 8 yard return. Now the Miles College offense coming onto the field. Quarterback David Whipple. He works out of the shotgun with 3 receivers to his left, 1 to his right, and he has a running back behind him. 1st and 10 from the 18. He looks to hand off left and throws to his right. Caught, and looks like he's going to be spotted at the 26-yard line.
And I know that 6-yard gain right there can be pretty frustrating for K-State fans, but guess what? Your defensive line was able to get to the quarterback and knock him down there cleanly. So you're going to be in his head all day. That's a very good sign that you can get some pressure on him this early on.
2nd and short for Miles College. Whipple will keep it himself. Nope, he will hand off. In the hands of number 25, Jercary Jackson from Montgomery, Alabama. And he gets the first down. Miles College off to a hot start here. Whipple in the shotgun again. He's got 4 wide receivers. He will throw, and it is incomplete. Good coverage there by the Thoroughbreds.
Yes, it was, and once again, that defensive line is getting in the backfield, able to get some pressure and make that throw right before he really is ready to.
C.J. Toney, the nearest defender on that pass. And there are 3 marching bands here now, so it's going to be a very interesting afternoon.
Got the alumni band and the regular band, as well as Miles College band.
And this is Jackson, and he is in the secondary and getting more as he gets across the 20 to the 10, and he will score, falling into the end zone for the touchdown.
No flags on that play. The defensive line for Kentucky State, I know that they're getting that pressure, but they've also got to keep in mind that they've got to keep contained around the ends. You got to squeeze that play inside, because if you give them the corner, they're going to cut it. Miles College making a big statement coming out here and scoring this early on.
Yes, that was a big run. A 60-yard touchdown scramble for Jerkeri Jackson. Jonathan S. Nick Christensen kicking the extra point, and it is good. 13:42 to play in the first period. The Golden Bears go up on top of Kentucky State 7-0. This is Kentucky State University Thoroughbred Sports Network.
See right now the Miles College band taking their places on the left side of the grandstands.
That's the Miles College band?
Yes, it is.
Okay, who's the band across the way?
That's the alumni band.
Oh. I did not know that. But the crowd is still filing in here at Alumni Stadium. Back to receive for Kentucky State, Reginald Harris and Corey Slaughter. Nick Christensen about to kick it away for Miles College. High kick.
And the Bears.
You can't hesitate there. You have to choose a direction and take it because it goes down at the 15.
Kentucky State has to do a better job right there of blocking for their guy, because if he's going to try and go east-west, there's not a lot of time to do that. If his blocking doesn't happen, he needs to decide on north-south.
Yep, that hesitation he did at the 15-yard line paid for it because that's where he got stuck. Jules St. Guy taking command of the Thoroughbred offense from the 15-yard line. He has 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Hands off. And that is Reginald Harris on the first carry of the game for the Thoroughbreds.
Already shown that they're going to go with that run, and that's a good recipe for success for them.
Well, he pounds ahead for 5 yards.
Excuse us, that was DeMontre Warren.
Hand off again, and he will get the first down and more. Warren again on the carry.
Just feed that ball to War. I mean, he's doing a great job right now. I don't see any reason to switch that up if you're getting first downs off of 2 plays already.
And it'll keep it'll give Harris a good time well, he'll be another target for the Miles College defense to watch as Guy out of the shotgun throws a quick screen. It is caught. That is number 10, Demetrius Anderson on the catch.
Pass off by number 10.
And like we said, Anderson just having that record game last week for himself, getting a 99 yards in receptions.
She's starting to get into a rhythm here. St. Guy out of the shotgun. 3 receivers to his right, 2 to his left. Spreading out the Miles College defense. Guy will keep it on his feet, and he will get the first down and about 3 more yards as he gets to the 43-yard line.
You know, that's something that he had great success with last week. He had over 80 yards running the ball along with his 180 in through the air. So, I mean, he's a very versatile quarterback, can really switch it up, and that's dangerous against this Miles Bears College defense.
It's another first down for the Thoroughbreds as they start marching down the field trying to answer the Miles College Golden Bear touchdown. As we've got War breaking loose. He can stay on his feet, pulled down from behind after a great game. The ball's loose, but it looks like it could be Thoroughbred still. No, they're saying it's Miles College football. Big turnover for the Thoroughbreds. That couldn't happen at a worse time after that great run. Got to take care of the football.
Yeah, you got to do a better job of keeping the ball secure right there. He was pulled down from behind. Could have almost been a horse collar call, but he stuck that arm out with the ball, and that is just something that
Golden
you cannot
Bear
do
touchdown.
because any defender that knows
Moore breaking loose. He can stay on his feet, pulled down from behind after a great down. Ball's loose, but it looks like it could be Thoroughbred still. No, carelessness, letting go of the football, and you cannot do that against Miles College. Whipple has 3 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. He throws immediately left on the screen, and it is caught close to the first down. Number 88, Trey Smith on the carry. And he will get the first down for Miles College.
Pass caught by number 88, Trey Smith.
First and 10 from the 29-yard line for Miles College.
Knocked out of bounds by
And so far today, this is where this defense is a little bit soft. It's around those ends, and that's what Miles College has been exploiting so far.
Whipple on the quick pass, caught and fumble, but it looks like
he was able to recover his own ball right there.
He stayed on top of it.
That was Ernest Bell Jr. with the reception, fumble, and fumble recovery.
Oh, they're going to call it an incomplete pass.
Well, that actually works in the favor of Kentucky State for sure right there, because you'd much rather be an incomplete pass than a recovery right at that point where he gets about 8 yards.
And that would have been 2nd and short. Now it's 2nd and 10 for the Miles College Golden Bears. Whipple out of the shotgun. And he will hand off. Nifty run. That is number 5.
Jordan Walker.
Number 6, Christian Mays.
Excuse me, number 6. That was Christian Mays there with the carry.
Tackled by 55.
That'll be 3rd and about 4.
And we got a flag on the play.
And a completion at midfield. And they're going to get downfield inside the red zone once again. Now, depending on who this penalty's on,
unfortunately,
the position of the flag.
Unfortunately, it's looking like it was on Kentucky State University as one of their blitzers just got a little bit of happy feet and stepped in there a little bit early. It's going to be an offsides on Kentucky State University.
Got an injured KSU player. That looks like number 15, CJ Toney.
Offsides penalty is declined as you'd expect by Miles College, and they're going to take their gain of about 40 right there.
10:32 to play. Official timeout on the field as they deal with CJ Toney, injured. They try to stop the Miles College return on that reception.
And he went down hard making that tackle. But it looks like he's going to walk it off.
Coming up at halftime, there is a battle of the bands, so there are now 4 bands here. Whipple looking to throw again on a slant, will go incomplete.
And that's just over the head of Devin Brown for Miles College right there. And again, it's due to that pressure that Kentucky State's able to put on him.
The Thoroughbreds are off to a slow start here offensively. Costly turnover has put Miles College inside the red zone for the second time in this game. Handoff. It's in the hands of Christian Mays. He powers up the middle and looks like he'll pick up about 4 yards. Just outside the 10-yard line.
Number 6, Mays, the ball carrier.
3rd and 6.
Tackle led by 55.
Miles College right there trying to draw Kentucky State off sides once again.
This is a disciplined defense. They don't fall for that, or at least they haven't thus far. And it'll be a quarterback keeper for Whipple. Looks like he's going to get inside the 10, about the 7-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th and 4. I think Miles College will be going for the field goal. So they go up. It's a smart play here to go ahead and get this 2-touchdown lead. And see what they can force Kentucky State to do on their next possession.
Possibility to go up 10-0 right now, but Kentucky State's looking hungry. They look like they're going to try and block it.
Christensen on the kick. It is high enough, long enough, and it is good. 8:50 to play in the first period, and the Golden Bears of Miles College up 10-0 over the Kentucky State University Thoroughbreds.
You know, right there with that drive, that shows just how costly that a turnover can be. I know it wasn't 6 points for Miles College, but they were still able to put 3 points on the board, and that's a big deal when they go up 10-0 and there's only 8:50 left in the first quarter. Kentucky State University has to do a better job of holding on to that ball and figuring out a way to get into the end zone to make a response right now.
All the energy seems to be on the far side of the field with Miles College right now. Kentucky State has to get something going here in a hurry. Corey Slaughter and Reginald Harris back to receive for Kentucky State. $8:50 to play in the first period.
Christensen to kick off for Miles College.
Slaughter will let it go into the end zone. Touchback. Kentucky State taking over at the 20.
Now here's the point where they need to get some sort of momentum going. They've got to, the run was really working for them there until that fumble, so that I suspect that they'll go back to a steady dosage of that, and if they can keep that up, it should be pretty easy for them to find the end zone. They've just got to keep that ball secure.
St. Guy working out of the shotgun. Two receivers to his right, one to his left. And Reginald Harris will get the carry. He tries to go around the left side, and he is stopped after a gain of 1.
You know, that was very interesting. I was wondering if they were going to put Reginald in after War had that fumble there right after that last play. So right now they're going to go with Reginald Harris. He's a great running back, has several 100-yard games, so he can really do some damage. He's not a big guy, but he's very, very fast.
St. Guy will hand off to Harris again, or this time around the right-hand side. He will try to get to the 30-yard line, another gain of about 2. That'll bring up 3rd and 6.
And right there, if you're Kentucky State, you can't do anything about that. Caleb Duncan from Miles College able to get off of the block and make the tackle right there. I mean, that was just a very athletic play on his part.
Solid tackle by Miles College. 8 minutes to play in this first period. St. Guy has stacked receivers to his left, 2 to the right. He's all alone in the shotgun, looks to his left, and he will break a tackle, get across the 30.
St. Guy showing some toughness right there.
And he takes a shot to the chest. as he goes down at about the 33-yard line. That's going to be short of the first down. The shot looks like the punting team's coming on his left, and he will break a tackle.
Wanted if you're John L. Smith,
get across to
get
30.
Some momentum going right there. Can't be punting right here.
And Gee took a serious shot to the chest on that one.
Had two guys that he had to hit.
Back to punt. Jonathan Powell. High kick. It'll bounce. And it hit a Kentucky State player.
I think it hit a Miles College player.
Yeah, I think it did too. And it will be Kentucky State's football at the 30-yard line. It was a little blocking contest, not paying attention to where the ball was, and it hit the arm of a Miles College player. And the Kentucky State University player just grabbed it. That's Lavelle Cloyd.
That's right, Lavelle Cloyd coming up with that heads-up play right there. I mean, that was very smart.
Player.
I think it hit a Miles College player. Have the awareness to just pick up that ball and go with it, because a lot of players, they're just going to let that roll. He knew that it hit him, and he took it.
Kentucky State fortunate to keep their drive alive after that special teams error, not paying attention to where the ball is. So Kentucky State taking over on downs, 1st and 10 from the Miles College 30-yard line. This is a break they desperately needed.
Looks like they're going to take a timeout.
Timeout on the field. We'll take one as well with 6:53 to play. The Golden Bears are leading Kentucky State. This is homecoming on the Thoroughbred Sports Network. Now they're giving the ball back to Miles College.
Shocking turn of events right there. Not exactly sure as far as the refs go what their line of thinking is right there, because that was Kentucky State's ball all day long.
Yes, it was. So now it's Miles College's football at the 30-yard line. Whipple will fake the handoff to the left and throw to the right. And that will get a gain of 8.
That's actually why they took the timeout earlier. John L. Smith just needed somebody to come over there and explain to him why it wasn't K-State ball.
So now it's 2nd and short. Confusing turn of events has put the ball back into Miles College's hands. Another screen pass. This time for a loss, and the flags fly. Side judge. Can't see. Penalty is going to be against Kentucky State. That'll be a 1st down and more, as the penalty takes the football into Kentucky State territory.
There always seems to be that issue here. The refs right there.
I think that was a band penalty.
Refs right there warning the band, saying, hey, you guys can't play while Miles College has the ball. It's conference policy.
Whipple in the shotgun. Hard count.
Again, trying to draw them off sides. They've done it once. The penalty was declined, but
David Whipple in the shotgun. He will look to throw. That screen pass has worked for him all day, and it continues to do so for Miles College as they get another 5 yards after a big penalty gain. Under 6 minutes to go in the first period. Still trying to get Kentucky State to get into this football game.
The tackle by 15.
a lot of time, like I mentioned before, it's the hype, it's the festivities of homecoming that can get in your head and get you pretty much unfocused on the actual task at hand, which is to win this football game.
Quarterback sneaks
Huge
straight up
hit
the
there.
middle. Yes, it was. But he stays on his feet, and extra effort out of David Whipple.
Wow.
As he powers ahead after that big hit and gets another 8 yards. So he'll pick up the first down and more as he tries to get his offense to hurry up. He will hand off on the sweep, and they're holding him up, and they bring him down at the 32, loss of 4.
Heck of a tackle right there by Matthew Bismana. He was able to wrap up around his shoelaces and then keep wrapped up. That was the big challenge right there, as he was chopping his legs, but Matthew just not letting up and able to take him down right there for a loss.
Jamarcus Nance on the carry, 2nd and 12 for Miles College. On top 10-0 over the Kentucky State University. Throw handoff on the sweep, and they're holding him up. Shotgun.
Right there, that's just perfect form tackling.
Continuing to try that hard count to draw Kentucky State off, the defense off sides. Draw play there, and set for a loss.
And that's 2 plays in a row now that Kentucky State has been able to stop Miles College and then even further drop them for a loss.
Coming up on 4 minutes to go in the quarter. Neil Jackson with Josh Toffness for the Thoroughbred Sports Network. The homecoming game. Whipple from the shotgun. 3rd and long. 3rd and 14. He looks to throw.
Almost
tipped up.
Was it? No, it hit the ground.
Nearly intercepted. And it was nearly caught by number 38, Christopher Nelson.
Excuse us, 39, Brashawn Brown. And also the tip came from number 22, Matthew Bismana. Again, another great play by him.
If anybody from Bryan Station football team is watching this game, take a look at Kentucky State's uniforms. That's all I'm saying.
I'd say there are, because Bo Johnson, his family, I'd say they're watching.
And you can easily tell what the numbers are from a distance.
Same colors, just it's white numbers. Just imagine that, not yellow.
And the kick.
No good.
Wide right. With 3:37 to play, Kentucky State will take over on downs at the 31-yard line.
And that's a heck of a defensive stand right there for Kentucky State. They came out of it with exactly what they wanted to stop Miles College from putting any points on the board. The score remains still 10-0, but they're giving their offense a chance to get them back into this game.
St. Guy out of the shotgun once again, trying to get something going for the Thoroughbreds. He will look to throw downfield, and he is sacked for a loss at the 22-yard line, loss of nearly 10.
I'll tell you what, as a quarterback, it's never good to see your linemen standing up around you while you're eating dirt.
And
that's why number 95 is going to come out right now.
2nd and 17.
2nd down and 18.
St. Guy out of the shotgun, 3 receivers to his left, 2 to his right. He'll hand off to Harris, and Harris will get stuck in the backfield, and that's another big loss for Kentucky State.
Miles College is stepping up right now, being very stingy on their defense. Kentucky State needs a big play here to get out of this hole.
And they've got a lot of territory to cover.
It's going to be 3rd and about 20.
They're at the 21-yard line, need to get to the 41 for the first down.
It's 3rd down.
St. Guy has wide receivers stacked on the right. And
I don't see a flag, but I know that there was a flag. We'll see if they call them offsides. I think they're waving off the flag right there.
Yes, they are. The referee conference. 2:21 to play before the end of the quarter. Long way to go for the Thoroughbreds here on third down. St. Guy chased out of the pocket.
Running for his life.
Tries to throw it backwards looking for Harris, and he had blockers lined up, but threw it behind him, and that'll bring up fourth down.
He had to get rid of that ball, though, because he was going to get caught.
Now we're relying on the punter of Kentucky State again. Turner Warren back to kick. Two minutes to play in the first period. A beautiful day. Clouds are interspersed. We have sunshine right now in Frankfort.
Could not have a better day for football. Almost blocked. I think they did get a hand on it.
Bounced at the midfield spot, or at the midfield, and they will spot it at the 49-yard line.
Ball is down at the 49-yard line.
Still a huge crowd at the
Where it's first and 10.
Tailgate City.
4 Miles College.
We know a lot of them will probably filter in after halftime. Got to get as much grub in you as you can.
First and 10 for Miles College. They're leading 10-0 over Kentucky State. David Whipple out of the shotgun will hand off and immediately tackled. Tackles made by number 26, Hakeem Adempe.
Hailing from Chicago, Illinois, Perspective High School.
Three wide receivers to the right for Whipple.
One of those freshman defensive players that they are very excited about.
Pass incomplete. Intended for number 25, Jakari Jackson.
Rodriguez Jones able to get some pressure on Whipple, make him throw that pass when he didn't want to.
Third and 10 for Miles College.
It's third down and 10.
1:15 to play in the quarter. And that will fall incomplete. That was a good defensive stand by the Thoroughbreds.
Again, it's all about that pressure on Whipple. If they can get it to him, then he's going to make those passes a little bit earlier than what he wants to, and you see him, he's throwing it all over the field. It's only a matter of time before one of those K-State defenders is able to ball hawk one of those balls.
It's fourth down.
Miles College will kick it away.
Spitzer, Reginald Harris in the backfield trying to return this punt. We got a flag on the play, though.
Flag on the field.
We'll see what
Which
they
is
say
interesting because nobody even lined up.
Illegal substitution by Miles College right there. That's going to back them up even further. Might get a chance to see Reginald return this one.
That'll spot the ball at the 44-yard line.
Harris is back deep for the Thoroughbreds.
Reginald Harris back to receive the punt. Kentucky State came after it. It'll fall short of Harris and rolled. It gets a good Miles College bounce. It'll get spotted at the 13-yard line. Under a minute to play in the first period.
Ball down around the 14-yard line.
Kentucky State trailing 10-0 in this homecoming matchup. Battle of the Bands coming up at halftime. That should be very enjoyable.
Yes, it should. Band is always a big thing here at Kentucky State University, as a lot of people know.
St. Guy goes to his shotgun position. Lavelle Cloyd with him in the backfield. He'll hand off to Cloyd. Cloyd will try to get around the right-hand side. He pick up 2 yards before he's brought down.
On their first drive, they were able to pick up quite a bit of yardage with the running game. But so
he'll
far,
hand
ever
off to
since
Cloyd.
then,
Cloyd will
the
try
Smiles
to
College
get around the
defense has been
right-hand
very
side.
stingy.
Coming up on 30 seconds.
2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 for Kentucky State. St. Guy out of the shotgun. And it's a handoff again to Cloyd. Cloyd will streak and get close. He'll get the first down and more, getting to the 28-yard line. That's a good first down for Kentucky State.
Punches the ground in a little bit of frustration because he knew that he only had one man to beat, and he was seeing green pastures.
And it's a handoff again to Cloyd.
You could see it right there.
And they'll let the clock go down to the end of the quarter. And at the end of the first quarter, your score, Kentucky State University 0, the Golden Bears of Miles College 10. You're watching the Thoroughbred Sports Network.
College 10, KSU nothing. We hope you're enjoying this homecoming and the game.
Hi, Shane Huffman with the Neil Huffman Automotive Group, and we're introducing the all-new Neil Huffman Auto Mall of Frankfort, where we have 5 great brands: Chevy, Buick, GMC, Nissan, and Honda. All our deals come with our 110% price protection guarantee, and they even have a 2-year certified maintenance plan. Plus, we have acres and acres of quality pre-owned vehicles that are all aggressively priced, and we're even going to give you a $39.99 full synthetic oil change. All these deals are on our website, neilhuffman.com. Huffman has it.
We are back. Second quarter action here at Alumni Stadium. The Kentucky State University Thoroughbreds starting in the other direction from the 26-yard line. Trailing Miles College 10-0. Josh Toffness with Neil Jackson. Jules St. Guy working out of the shotgun, 3 receivers to his left. And he'll keep it himself. So he gets back to the line of scrimmage and maybe gets a yard before he's pulled backwards.
Again, I know you go for a lot of that shiftiness to throw the defenders off their game right there, but if you'd have just gone straight into him, you might have been able to power through him. I know that's really hard to tell a quarterback that, though, because a lot of times they do not like to get hit.
It looked like kind of a delayed draw for the quarterback, but if they had just went ahead and went straight ahead down the field, they'd gotten another 2 yards out of the play at least. St. Guy will keep it again, and this time
takes my advice right there.
Yes, he does, and gets the first down for Kentucky State. So he gets to the 38-yard line.
That was a straight good old-fashioned north-south run right there, and he's able to get the first down with it.
First down for the Thoroughbreds. St. Guy
is one tough guy for a
and this
freshman.
time
I'll tell you what. Takes my advice right there.
Yes, he does, and gets the first down for Kentucky State. 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line. It will be handed off. That's War, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage before he's brought down.
Facing several Miles College Bears right there. There's nowhere to go right there. That was a scrum if I ever did see one.
Looked like a slow developing play, sweep to the left, but by the time he got there, there was no race to the corner because the corner had been cut off. 2nd and 10. Kentucky State needs to get some positive results out of this possession. St. Guy will keep it himself and will get no gain.
Again, they're going with that straight snap and run. They've seen quite a bit of success out of it, but right now Miles College seems to have figured it out.
3rd and 10 for Kentucky State.
Correction to 1 yard gain. 3rd down and 9.
That's always suspect on the spot. St. Guy, he's going to throw this time, and it is caught. And a good tackle by Miles College.
Airs it out, and they looked like they were going to have something to do there if he could have just gotten past Andreas Worthen from Miles College, who made the excellent tackle.
He gets to the 44-yard line, needed to get to the 48-yard line for the first down. Kentucky State will have to punt it away. Kentucky State having a tough time offensively in this first half. Line drive punt.
Great punt. Sticks it right there at about the 11. It's going to roll over about to 9.
Devin Brown back to receive for Miles College. He was playing with fire, dancing in front of that bouncing football like that.
Yes, he was, and that was an excellent punt right there. Again,
good coverage by Kentucky State. Now they need a
Russell
defensive.
Sims.
They need a defensive stop under 12 minutes to go in the second period.
After the gift that Russell Sims gave them, pinning them back at about the 9-yard line. Russell Sims actually hailing from Harrodsburg, Kentucky, Mercer County High School. We know a little bit something about them.
Mm-hmm. David Whipple out of the shotgun, working his back to the end zone. He will keep it on the ground. They pick up maybe a yard, possibly a half yard.
We do have an injured player. Do our best to try and see who that is.
Oh, official timeout on the field.
Looks like we do have a lineman down.
Tripped up by 55, Donovan Cecil.
Oh. We'll keep it on the ground.
They
pick up maybe a yard. That's Chris Ruffin right now. That he's going to be able to get up off the field. Took a little bit of a shot, but good to see him jogging off from Miles College.
And we'll give him 2 yards on that run.
2nd down and 8.
So it'll be 2nd and 8 for Miles College.
Now with Ruffin out, Kentucky State can find a little bit of a soft spot in this offense and maybe get some penetration here.
Whipple out of the shotgun. He will keep it himself. And he will meet a thoroughbred right at the line of scrimmage. Looks like he may get a yard credit.
That right there was just an excellent defensive tackle by Keontae Reynolds, the linebacker. I mean, right there, just sticking him and then doing his best job to show his strength and keep a hold of him. I mean, wrap-up tackle, that is textbook. That is exactly what you want. Keontae Reynolds coming from Louisville, Kentucky.
3rd and 6. Referees stopped the play. Looks like there was a T or something on the field. Third and 6 for Miles College. And Whipple still on his feet, flushed out of the pocket, surrounded by thoroughbreds. Will he get the first down? Very close to the first down marker.
And they've got to do a job of keeping contained right there because that just allowed him way too much area to run. He gets the first down from it too.
Whipple out of the shotgun once again. He will he'll keep it himself again. Nice fake. And he gets the first down and gets very close to the 40-yard line where he's brought down from behind. Shoestring tackle.
And that fake had me going too.
That was an excellent fake because
Whipple, the ball carrier.
He sold the handoff very well.
First and 10. Ball now in the 38.
And it gets a first down for Miles College. They stay in control. It will be a handoff this time, straight up the middle. This is very reminiscent of Scott County's running game. Very deceptive, misdirections.
Mays, the ball carrier.
Christian Mays right there with the run, able to run right up the middle and pick up quite a bit of a gain for Miles College right there.
Miles College second and short. They get in the play. Handoff, keeping it on the ground. And an upended tackle.
Absolutely stuck right there.
But they will get the first down and move the chains once again.
There's going to be a little bit of talking. The refs are going to have to separate them.
Mays, the ball carrier. Tackle by number 15.
Mays the ball carrier. 9:16 to play in the second period. Whipple out of the shotgun once again, hands off. That's Mays. And he will pick up 5 yards before he's stopped. And somebody's helmet comes off.
Things are starting to get very chippy down there.
Christian Mays, 5-yard gain, 6-yard gain, 7-yard gain.
Mays, the ball carrier.
2 receivers on each side for Whipple. He will hand off. No, you will hand off to Mays again, straight up the middle. Looks like no gain, but the spots in this game have been varied, to say the least. Third and short for Miles College as they continue. They are just grinding time off the clock.
Yes, they are, and they've been very successful with it so far. They've got the lead, so they're in control right now, and this is exactly what they want to do. Been carrying out their fakes very well and being very deceptive with what they've been doing, and that's what's caught Kentucky State University on their toes a few times.
Third and short. And they tried the quarterback sneak there.
And they did not fall for the fake that time. Kentucky State University able to wrap them up.
They stayed on top of it.
You can see on this replay right now the penetration that they were able to get and not falling for that fake, and then the wrap-up following immediately thereafter. And they did not.
And it was important to stay on top of him with that tackle, too.
That's right. That was Matthew Bismana. We've already called his name several times tonight.
Miles College looking like they're going to go for it on fourth down here, fourth and short. Timeout called by Kentucky State.
That's going to be their first team timeout so far. They're going to have 2 left, excuse me.
We'll take a break and come right back. It is the Thoroughbred Sports Network.
In any college world.
We're the Marching Thoroughbreds, and I'm gonna let you know we're the best band in the land, whether you think so or not. You got drum majors spinning, jumping, flexing. And I was just like, wow, if I could do something like that, I'm gonna make it my mission. And that's honestly what I did. I got here first day of camp, and I was like, okay, honestly, I have no idea how to march your guys' style, but do you have female drum majors? And they were like, yeah, we've seen a few. I said, I'm coming for your position. First day, kid you not, I'm coming for your position. That's how enticing our band is. Look at me, I'm still sexy here, and I'm gonna still come up, hit you with that stick, and mean business on that first step out. I perform at K-State, and I represent the colors well to show people, hey, you can make it here too, and you can have fun doing it.
Miles College calls timeout as well. But we'll stay right here for this one. Neil Jackson with Josh Toffness, the Thoroughbred Sports Network. I got to throw a shout out to a friend of mine who had surgery yesterday, Jeff Royce, recovering at home. Glad you're doing okay, my friend.
Send our prayers out to him. Miles College right now on top 10-0 as we come back from this break. But that was a quick 10 points that they were able to put on the board. But after that, Kentucky State's defense has done a heck of a job of standing them up and slowing them down. We're seeing it right now. It's 4th down for Miles College. Let's see what they can do.
Will they go for it on 4th down or kick it away? It looks like they're going to go for it again.
Only one reason you're going to call a timeout in this situation, that's to draw up some sort of play out of the playbook. I mean, you're flipping through and trying to see exactly what you can do in this situation. Kentucky State University needs to stay disciplined. They need to stay on their blocks, everything, because we know how tricky this Miles College offense can be with all their fakes.
And it is Whipple out of the shotgun, and they try to power it straight up the middle, and he gets pulled down at the
Depending on the spot of the ball, yeah, they know exactly where he went down. They're going to call it short. That's a heck of a stand right there for the Kentucky State Thoroughbreds.
And that was a play that the Thoroughbreds desperately needed. 4th down stand. That could be the defensive spark the Thoroughbreds needed. .7:22 to go in the second period. Kentucky State's offense comes on the field. We'll see if they've got some momentum to build. They can build on that defensive stop momentum. St. Guy working out of the shotgun. Quick screen. Caught. Broken one tackle. Get across the 45.
Heck of a job right there by Demetrius Anderson. Making one guy miss and another guy almost. He was able to turn about a no gain play right there into about a 5-yard pickup.
2nd and 6. 7 minutes to play before the half. St. Guy out of the shotgun with 3 receivers to his right. He will immediately keep it himself. Get close to the 1st down marker. He'll get to midfield before he's driven backwards, and they will spot it right at the 50, I believe. That's exactly where they put the nose of the football.
Yeah, that's all you can ask for. 4 yards every play from your running back. That's all you really need. If you get that, you're getting 1st downs every single time.
3rd and short for Kentucky State. They will hand off once again. Power it straight up the middle. 1st down and more. And that's DeMonte Warr on the carry. It's rough, it's physical, but it's effective as Kentucky State gets the 1st down. 6:07. Kentucky State really needs to get something on the board before they go to the locker room, and because they get the ball to start the second half, they could have some serious momentum going into the second half of football.
This would be absolutely ideal for them to score here.
St. Guy on the carry. He gets nowhere. Back to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback keeper on the left side. Actually lose a yard there. We are smelling all kinds of food here in the press box.
It smells good. Need to get me some of that homecoming food.
The screen pass is complete for Guy. That's in the hands of Anderson once again. That screen pass has been effective for Kentucky State.
Anderson has been his favorite target all day today, and he's showing why right there with his shiftiness after the reception, getting those yards after catch.
7-yard gain. They'll need to get about 2.5 to 3 yards for the 1st down. Under 5 minutes to play in the second period. Warr powers ahead. He gets it across the 40-yard line. He'll be short of the 1st, about a yard short.
Big decision right here for Kentucky State.
Considering the position of the field, considering Kentucky State's field position, you're going to go for it from here.
That's right. We saw Miles College in a very similar situation just down on the other side of the field, did the same thing.
Handoff straight up the middle. It's War. He picks up the first down
And then some.
Gets it to the 31-yard line. Well, they're going to spot it back at the 34.
And if you notice right there, War protected that ball as he carried it. He had it in the breadbasket in both arms, making sure that there was no chance that Miles College could rip that out of there.
The last thing you want to do is make the same mistake twice, especially at homecoming, because there's a few more people watching this game than under 4 minutes. And it's Harris, and he'll get pulled down by the jersey for a 1-yard loss.
You know, Miles College is learning right now that if you can get a hand on that jersey, you better keep a hold of it, because Harris is one of those guys that is extra slippery. If he gets out of there and gets into the secondary, he's going to make you pay for sure. So far today, it's just been a matter of a few misses here and there, and he could have really broken one off.
St. Guy, one man to beat. He gets around him. Nice block as he gets close to the first down marker, and that's good extra effort from the quarterback.
That's right. St. Guy right there pointing out his block, making sure that his lineman knew exactly where he wanted to go. And that was a heck of a job right there by Jake Ramsey. We saw him make a mistake earlier, making up for it right there with that block that sprung his quarterback for a few extra yards.
Heading into the locker room, we will get comments from Coach John L. Smith with Nick Curran on the sideline. Coming up at the half, we'll have some interesting interviews from Lindsey Magaha. First down for the Thoroughbreds. That is an important play for them. And a timeout on the field. We'll take one as well.
You know, so far we've seen a really big game from Kentucky State University's defense. They gave up a few points there early on in the first quarter, but ever since then they have been able to lock it down. Now they need their offense, which is driving right now, to respond and make a big play to get into that end zone. It is absolutely important that they put those 6 points on the board before they go in for halftime, because then they can get themselves back into this game and get some sort of momentum coming out of the half.
And it's extremely important that they don't turn over the football, because they can't afford to try to have to get the ball back as they're trailing 10-0 going into the locker room.
That's right. We saw War early on give up the ball, but ever since then it seems like a lot of the guys have taken heed of the fact that they need to make sure, doubly sure, that they need to protect that ball. You see both hands around it, put it in the breadbasket, keep it close to your body. Don't stick it out there or anything, because that's when you get into dangerous territory.
It's a beautiful fall day here in Frankfort. The homecoming football game between Kentucky State University and Miles College. Honored to be part of the Thoroughbred Sports Network. Josh Toffness with Neil Jackson. Still smelling that food from across the street, man.
They need to bring us some. I know you guys were watching over there.
St. Guy out of the shotgun. He will keep it himself. He's been very effective on the ground, and he picks up a good 8 yards on that carry.
St. Guy just showing a powerful running position right there. He's able to get quite a few yards. That was about 6 or 7 right there on the pickup. And just powerful runner, straight ahead. You don't see that very often from quarterbacks.
No, you don't. 2nd and 3. Ball's at the 17. Kentucky State inside the red zone. St. Guy, he will throw at the feet of the intended receiver. I believe that was Charles Johnson, the intended receiver.
Yes, it was, and if only St. Guy could have gotten that ball a little bit more lift on it, that could have been 6 points.
That'll bring up 3rd and 3. Lots of activities happening here for homecoming weekend. Some very interesting headgear as well. St. Guy will keep it himself. He'll get to the line. He'll look like he's going to challenge the first down marker there. He's smacking his chest saying, put it on me, coach. Put it on me. He does get the first down.
And that's beautiful positioning, too, for them because they still can get another first down within the 4-yard line. That gives them plenty of space to make something happen.
Under 2 minutes to play before the half. Kentucky State inside the red zone. St. Guy will keep it himself.
Heck of a play right there.
He will get to the 10-yard line. That's a gain of about 4.
St. G leaping over a defender right there. He's holding his knee. I hope he's okay. Let's see if he can stretch it out. Oh, he's going down.
Will keep it himself.
He may have a cramp. Heck of a play right there. I wouldn't panic too much about this. The way that he's acting about it, that looks like it could be a cramp.
1:27 to play before the half. And that's not what you want to have happen for Kentucky State. Don't want to lose St. Guy since he's been a big part of your offense today.
And you've got 2 guys right now cramping up. You got Jonathan Powell as well, the wide receiver, who is cramping as well right next to him. I think that's what it is. Just give them some bananas. They'll be all right. Give them some bananas and Gatorade. That's what you need.
Well, I was under the impression it was going to be a cool day today, but the sun made an appearance before we kicked off here and went on the air, and it's been a warm day out there. I'm sure those guys have put some sweat out playing football in the first half.
It's heated up. It's feeling pretty good right now. So St. G is going to come out, and we'll probably see Bo Johnson go in for a little bit just to give him some rest.
With 1:27 to go before the half.
Bo's a junior. He's got a lot smaller body than St. G, but he is very dangerous when it comes to those speedy runs. Excuse us. Actually, Bo's going to be on the outside at receiver, and now they have number 14, Court Grodhouse, the sophomore, in at QB position.
And they will try to run it straight up the middle.
It's a handoff to War.
No gain as he gets pushed backwards. His forward progress will put him inside the 10-yard line. That'll probably be a gain of 1 in the books, under a minute as the clock runs down. St. Guy is back into the game.
Like I said, probably just a cramp.
Enough time to get a couple of plays off here. Guy will roll to his right. Throws it up, and it is caught.
Right on the money.
Touchdown for the Thoroughbreds. And that is Charles Johnson. Charles Johnson, the Bourbon County graduate.
And that could not have been prettier.
Getting the first touchdown on the board for the Thoroughbreds.
Throw the ball up right to the corner of the end zone. Let the best man catch it. Charles Johnson coming up with it right there and getting 6 points.
Enough time to get a couple of plays off here. And he put some speed. He will roll his right. Throws it up, he breaks away, and it is
perfect. Right on the money. And then the willingness and the smartness to just get his feet down before he stepped out of bounds. That is absolutely beautiful. Textbook play right there from the Thoroughbreds.
Extra point being kicked by Bill Rose. It is up, and it is good. Now with 31 seconds to play before the half, the Thoroughbreds have some momentum on their side as they trail 10-7 to Miles College. Smart play here would be an onside kick. Even if you don't score, you still have the ball, and you're not giving Miles College a chance to really do anything before the half.
Yeah, 30 seconds left. I don't know, though. It's pretty close right now. I think that I would just go ahead and kick it away because they're not going to be able to do anything regardless. And if you give them a short field, with the way that Miles College has shown in the first quarter at least, they can make up some ground pretty quickly. Now, I know your defense has been standing up here in the second quarter pretty well, but I just would not tempt the fates. You gotta play it smart right here.
With 31 seconds to go before the half. Kentucky State is getting ready to kick it away. Bands are starting to line up at halftime for the halftime show at homecoming. High kick. Caught at the 15. They've got a seam. He gets across the 20 to the 30. down at about the 35-yard line.
They'll have 26 seconds to do something. You know that they're going to probably try a Hail Mary or something to get down the field here.
Kentucky State trailing by 3. And that's a good place to be going into the half.
Especially when you get the ball coming out of the half. Thoroughbreds still have 2 timeouts while the Bears still hold 1, so.
David Whipple in the shotgun. Spread field, and they'll hand off. Tackled from behind.
Miles College playing it conservative here with the run. They're going to run off some time on that clock. And it looks like we're going to be going into the half with the Bears on top 10-7.
Jamarcus Nance with that carry. And it looks like that will be the first half. So with one half of football in the books, our score is Kentucky State trailing 10-7 to the Miles College Golden Bears. I'm trying to scan to see if I can find my man Nick Curran on the sideline. See if he can get some comments with Coach Smith.
You know, we've seen a great game so far. Kentucky State University had their struggles in the first quarter, but then they came back firing on all cylinders with their defense in the second, and then that was able to give their offense some headroom to be able to make something happen.
The halftime festivities for homecoming are beginning here. And we will step away.
And this is always fun to watch.
Yes, it is. You are watching the Thoroughbred Sports Network.
And we have had some incredible shows so far, just in pregame with the national anthem and a bunch of other stuff. Right now, we got plenty of bands on the field going to show themselves off. Miles College right now, right in front of you.
The homecoming court taking the field as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Kentucky State's 130th anniversary halftime lineup. We're delighted to have interim president Aaron Thompson.
Interim President Aaron Thompson right now with the microphone.
Next, our athletic director, William H.
Graham. Now, believe it or not, he actually taught a PE class to me a few years ago. I'd say about 9 now. And he's a member of one of those basketball teams from the 70s that were able to really make some noise. Had several guys go on to the NBA from him.
I think a bald eagle is going to fly into the top of that hat.
Homecoming and all its regalia.
Okay. We are going to step away, and they will have the Battle of the Bands, and we'll come back with second half action here in a few minutes and hopefully get comments from Coach John L. Smith. from my man Nick Curran on the sideline. This is the KSU Thoroughbred Sports Network.
And now the president of the Student Government Association, Mr. Ralph Williams. Homecoming would not be complete without a king and queen. Here we have King Jalen Jawan Brown, Queen Natalie Grace Berry. Our first attendant to Miss Kentucky State University, Courtney Scott. First attendant to Mr. KSU, William Bryant. Second attendant to Miss KSU, Eileen Brown. Second attendant to Mr. KSU, Edwin Simmons Jr. And now, our KSU Hall of Famers, led by Mr. Randy Williams, the K Club president. Our first, Miss Linnell Jones McKinney, women's basketball. Our second Hall of Famer, Mr. Ronald Murphy, track and field. Mr. Marion Quinn, football and baseball. On yesterday, at convocation, the Kentucky State University National Alumni Association acknowledged Mr. Isidore Rich for 40 years of service to Kentucky State University. And here he comes on the field. Time does not allow to provide more information on all these winners, but we say thank you. Enjoy Homecoming 2016, Kentucky State University.
You're still alive. If you want to back up, just a wide shot slowly. It's a pressure trigger zoom, so harder to push in before it comes back. Does that make sense? Alright, I'm going to step off for just 1 second. I'm going to use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Mic check, 2-1 check. KSU, we bid you a happy homecoming. toward the 50-yard line of the lovely Golden Stars. Salute you with grace, charm, and beauty.
Miles College Golden Bears marching band right there, wishing the Kentucky State University a happy homecoming with their amazing performance. That was absolutely mind-blowing right there. I can't wait to see what Kentucky State puts on now.
As a former marching band person myself, I got to say I'm in awe of what these kids do today, because the high schools put on Broadway-style performances, and now the college stuff is a whole different level.
It's incredible.
It is a beautiful day here. We are at halftime at homecoming at Kentucky State University. Neil Jackson with Josh Toffness. And the folks are here at Kentucky State University. Standing room only on this side of the field. Kentucky State University getting ready to take the field themselves. homecoming court is on the home team benches.
And your totally unhip and uncool announcer is making correction. The Frankfurt Convention Center homecoming concert and after party features Wale.
Who did he say?
Enjoy.
Guess he doesn't have a whole lot of Wale in his music on his iPad or on his phone.
Man, I love Wale. I was excited for that when I heard that announcement. I was trying to get tickets immediately.
Kentucky State University, let's show them what it is. Welcome back to your field for our 2016 Homecoming Halftime Show. The Thoroughbreds, Mighty Russian Thoroughbreds, are here to pick up where they left off. Let's get it! All right, let's kick off this show with the original queens of halftime. Come on, Sarah. Show me the queens of halftime. All right now, and now the prize ponies of Kentucky State University's Mighty Russian Thoroughbreds. We call them the K-Rod Dance Squad. The queens of halftime will be dancing the Shake Your Groove Thing by the Newbie. the devastating defense of Delta Sigma Theta Alpha Contractor.
After the absolutely best halftime show I think I've ever experienced.
I told you, man. I told you, there's no kidding around here at Kentucky State University homecoming. It is a blast all the way through.
But while they get second half action underway in a couple of minutes, we're going to get comments right now. Nick Curran is on the sideline, and he is with Coach John L. Smith. See if we can get some comments from him and the coach.
Going to, of course, let this band finish up their stuff.
Okay, Coach John L. Smith is coming over to get interviewed with Nick Curran.
Another recognition today
Coach, big drive at the end of the half, not only on the scoreboard, but Jules St. G finding Charles Johnson. What's that do for your momentum coming in the second?
Well, again, that really helps us going in at halftime, but we, but in laying the first one, we take it on down there and then lay one on the ground and give them that. So really, we look at ourselves and we kick ourselves in the tail and say we should be up. It should be 14-10 rather than we're being down by 3. So it gave us momentum, but we have to come out and execute cleaner and not turn the football over.
Defense seemed to really battle in that first half, held them out of the end zone.
Defense did a great job for us, and the fourth down play was huge. They've just been good for us all year long. They have to continue to rise to the occasion and get us the ball back.
Coach, thanks for the time. Good luck in the second half.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Big thank you to Nick Curran, talking with John L. Smith, and he told it just like it has to be done. They have to get off to a big start in this second half.
That's right, and that was a huge point that he made. They could be up 14-7 if not for that gigantic turnover there right early on.
But true.
We definitely want to thank Nick Curran of ESPN Louisville coming in and joining our Kentucky State Thoroughbred Network. And we're definitely excited to have him on board, especially doing sideline coverage.
And if they are victorious at the end of the game, we will get player comments and get another comment from the coach, because I'm sure he will have some very great insight to share with us on what Kentucky State is going to do in the second half to see if they can pull out the victory here. Because it's going to be a tough road to hoe, because this Miles State College football team can move the football up and down the field.
Yes, they can. I mean, they showed that they had no issue with it in the first quarter. But guess what happened in the second quarter? This Kentucky State defense locked it up, started playing a lot more stingy, and they showed what they were capable of. Now, if only they can carry that into the second half and keep the momentum going in their offense's direction, it could be very successful for the Thoroughbreds.
And the Thoroughbreds will get the ball to start the second half, so they will have an opportunity to get this momentum thing continuing, and get some points on the board to make this a really close football game. And an amazing halftime. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that.
I told you.
That was amazing. That's the best halftime show I think I've ever seen.
I mean, seriously, you go to all these big universities and colleges across the United States, you're not going to see anything like what we just witnessed here in Frankfort, Kentucky. I'm telling you, Kentucky State University does it like no other.
And the fraternity step show at halftime too. That was very enjoyable. I think that was the kicker on the show that I didn't expect. Seeing two great bands, you expect to see some great bands here, but the step part was an added bonus.
Oh yeah, the step, and then the sororities and fraternities both getting involved. I mean, it's just a family affair here at Kentucky State University halftime show.
Now we're getting ready for second half football here at Alumni Stadium. The homecoming game for Kentucky State University. Got some breeze blowing on the field, blows the football off the tee.
If it does it one more time, they're going to have to get a holder out there.
Nick Christensen will kick it away. Back to receive for the Thoroughbreds, Corey Slaughter and Reginald Harris. Kick is away.
And they're playing it dangerous, giving it to Harris.
He will get across the 20 to the 30 where he trips on his own feet.
And look at that speed, though.
When he gets off to full speed, he's got to be hard to catch from behind.
Very. We do have a flag on the play. We'll see exactly what that is here once the refs figure it out.
The area on the field where we see the flag is usually a block in the back or something like that. But it looked like one of the Miles College players were appealing to the referee, so it could be against Miles College.
Refs meet at the center of the field to mull it over. And that's on Miles College. That's unnecessary roughness on number 26. That's going to be a huge penalty in favor of Kentucky State right now, starting off really strong here in the second half.
Especially with the penalty being assessed at the end of that great run by Reginald Harris, so that's going to add. He got to the 26-yard line on the return, and that's going to
15 yards right there.
Put him at the 41, so this is going to be excellent field position to start the second half of the Thoroughbreds. St. Guy.
It's a very short field for these guys, so let's see what they can do with it.
St. Guy working out of the shotgun with 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. And he hands off to War. War will power it up, try to get about 5 yards, looks like about a 4-yard gain.
And that's good old-fashioned hard-nosed football right there. He's running it right up the middle, and they're able to pick up quite a bit of yardage right there. That's all you can ask for, about 4 yards every play from your running back, and you're going to get a first down. I know I said the first half, but that's plain and simple football, as easy as it gets.
2nd and 7 for Kentucky State. And this will be St. Guy.
There he
is.
is.
Got a lane and 1 blocker to beat. Unable to get past him, but he does get the first down and more, getting to the 36-yard line. And we've got looks like a hurt thoroughbred.
That's Guy right now, St. Guy right now. He is down. This is not good.
Looks like he got tripped up on one of his own players trying to get around that block.
And they're running out now. They're after to him. Still, again, the way that he's laying right there, it looks like it's going to be another cramp. I mean, he's experienced multiple cramps this game. He's got to figure out a way for them to get him hydrated and get this sort of thing, keep it from happening. Oh, he's hobbling right now. This is not good.
And the last thing they need is him on the sideline.
We'll see what they decide.
Getting helped off the field right now.
Yeah, we'll see what they decide to do. If they start stretching him out, we'll know for sure that it is a cramp, but maybe we can get Nick Curran down there to figure out what is wrong with St. Guy on this play.
He's got a hobbled leg coming off the sideline there.
First and 10 for the thoroughbred. Ball now on the 39-yard line.
And it looks like they are stretching him out.
This is War, and he will have a tough time staying on their feet today. He falls forward for a good 7-yard, maybe 5-yard gain.
While St. Guy is out, Grotehouse will step in for him and man the ship. He's a very capable sophomore, 170 pounds, 5'11". He's from Lemoore, California. And we've seen him. He is capable. So
2nd and about 5, maybe 6. Grotehouse will hand off to War again. War's got the corner to get to, and he gets out of bounds at around the 31-yard line.
War out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
That'll be close to a first down.
still some really good movement from this offense, unaffected by St. Guy being out right now. I know he is a leader and a very important member of the team, but the machine keeps moving, as they say.
They're staying on the ground with War. He's going to be close to the first down here. It looks like they may have it, and that will be a first down for Kentucky State.
Huge response when your quarterback goes down with an injury and you're able to come out there and not let it slow down your momentum one bit. They are still driving for this touchdown if they can get it.
Kentucky State hasn't missed a beat in the second half, getting positive yardage on every play from scrimmage. Reginald Harris in the backfield with Grotehouse. He will get the carry.
There he
is. He will find the corner and get he will get close to the 20-yard line. So there's a hurt Miles College Golden Bear on the sideline.
And I just keep on waiting for Reginald Harris to be able to turn that corner, because he's one of those guys that can get away from you real quick. Unbelievable speed from that young man.
We'll have an official timeout on the field while they attend to the player on the sideline.
He lost his helmet on that play. That was a very rough tackle that he made on Reginald Harris. He's a tough kid to bring down.
Not too many people are going to bring him down from behind either. Not without a serious struggle. Player's back on his feet. Looks like he's going to...
He's got to go out. That's the rules of football. If you go down and cause an official timeout, you're going to go out for a play. So Kentucky State University should use that to their advantage right now and try and find a soft spot in this defense.
2nd and 5.
Probably around the left-hand side.
Kentucky State on the move. Roadhouse in the shotgun. And he gives to Harris. Harris, he loves that contact as he looks like he powers in across the 20-yard line. It's going to be close to the first down.
I think that is another first down. Nope, they're going to mark it a little bit short. It's going to be about a yard short of that first down. It's 3rd and 1, excuse me.
3rd and 1, essentially a free play for Kentucky State here. They run it on the quick offense. They hand off to Harris. He gets across the line of scrimmage for the first down. Bobbled the football on the exchange there from the quarterback.
Yeah, if only though he hadn't have been tripped up right there, he could have been right there in for a touchdown. I mean, he knew it himself.
We'll hand to Harris again, and they do the same play, and he goes in for the score. Touchdown, Thoroughbreds. Reginald Harris.
And right there was some excellent blocking from his line. Opened up a hole that I could run through probably, Neil. I mean, I'm telling you what, Reginald Harris, all he has to do is kick it into the second gear, hit that speed button.
They do the same play, and he goes in for the score. Touchdown, Thoroughbreds. Kentucky State on top of this Harris game. They get ready to kick the extra point. Bill Rose, the kicker. Play clock down to 5. Kick is up, and it is plenty good. 11:45 to play. Your score, Kentucky State on top 14-10 over Miles College.
And that was huge right there to make that opening statement, come out of the half and get right down the field. They face some adversity
Harris
with
again,
their
and
quarterback
they
going
do
down.
the same play, and he goes in for the score. Touchdown, Thoroughbreds.
And get the touchdown right there. You see it with Reginald Harris. That was an incredible run right there. He got it, great blocking from his line. I mean, that is the absolute best response that you can have in this sort of situation.
Kentucky State, the momentum is in their corner right now. They get ready to kick it away to Miles College.
And they carried that momentum into the half. You saw that that's exactly the way that the tables were turning. I know that the Bears were able to jump out early on a 10-0 lead, but once the Thoroughbreds got focused, got themselves into the game, I'm telling you, this homecoming, I mean, it's a great experience and everything, but it can get in your football players' heads and distract them from the task at hand. I think we saw a little bit of that in the first quarter, but once they were able to get focused and come back, you're seeing what the results are now with the Thoroughbreds on top, 14-10.
Josh Toffness with Neil Jackson, the Thoroughbred Sports Network. We invite you to come back on the 29th as the Thoroughbreds will take on Lane College at kickoff set for 1:30.
That's another SIAC matchup.
Kick taken at the 18-yard line. Brought down across the 25 to the 26-yard line. And we're seeing energy on the Kentucky State side of the football field. Now it's up to the defense.
First and 10 for the Golden Bears. They'll start.
Thank you to all those logging on at KSUThoroughbreds.com watching this game. Handoff on the left-hand side.
That was a great job of wrapping up by number 50, Vincent Edwards. We called his name quite a bit there in the first half, only making a better statement here in the second half with his defense.
The ball carrier, friction on the tackle. 5-yard gain, 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 for Miles College, man in motion. Winkle will hand off again. They are getting up the field with a first down and a little bit more. Across the 44-yard line. That's where they spot it.
And that was Gary Jackson right there with the carry. He usually plays tight end, but able to run it up the middle right there. He had himself a seam and then some. Here he goes again.
Off to Jackson again on the left-hand side, and he will get the first down and more as he gets into Kentucky State territory. Goes down at the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 for Miles College.
Jackson, the ball carrier.
If you're the Thoroughbreds, you've got to settle your guys down now. You've got to keep assignments, hold their ground, and make sure that you're not falling for those fakes that Miles College likes to throw out there.
Whipple out of the shotgun. Changing the play from the sideline. 3 receivers to the right for Whipple. Acts like he's going to throw a screen, decides to keep it, and will lose maybe a half a yard. Good coverage there by the Thoroughbred defense.
Those two tackles in the middle were able to converge and close the gaps very quickly and not allow him to have anywhere to run there with Whipple.
2nd and 10, Miles College. Whipple going to keep it on the quarterback sneak. He will pick up 1 yard before he's brought down at the 39.
And again, that's Vincent Edwards on the stop right there. Keeps him from making a big gain, because if he hadn't have made that tackle, he was going to get about 6 or 8 yards out of that one.
3rd and 9 for Miles College. It's a big play for their opening drive in the second half. Whipple out of the shotgun. 2 receivers on each side. He will look to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He will get the first down and slide at the 27-yard line. Looks like they'll put it at the 28.
That's the toughness right there that a running quarterback can bring. You all are holding to your assignments. You're
flushed out of the
making
pocket.
sure that nobody's there for him to throw it to.
Get the first
but
down
sometimes he
and
just decides to bucket
slide
and run
at
it himself,
the
and that's
20.
exactly what happened right there. Big play right there for Miles College and Whipple.
Sometimes getting flushed out of the pocket is not what you need to happen. As Kerry Jackson on the sweep to the left side, he'll get out of bounds after a pickup of about 4, maybe 5. 4 yards on the gain, and a hurry-up offense for the Golden Bears. Whipple will keep it again. He will get to the outside, and he gets brought down at the 20-yard line, and flags on the play.
Multiple flags thrown out there. I think that they're going to be calling holding on Miles College. We'll see what the refs say.
Sometimes you can tell what the penalty is from where the flag is on the field. And this one looks like it's going to be against Miles College.
Just like we said, that's holding on Miles College. It's going to be a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. That's a huge break right there for Kentucky State. They're going to replay second down.
Naf Torre is his name. This is almost like reading the hockey roster. 8:11 to play. 2nd and 14 for Miles College. Whipple out of the shotgun. He's got a spread field. There's a man in motion. And they delayed. The blitz came, and the screen was set up for Jackson. He will get across the 30-yard line down to the 25, and he'll be brought down there.
Flags are flying right there. There's going to be some extracurricular activities. I think it's going to be on K-State.
Definitely extra stuff going on after the play's over.
Personal foul, face mask, defense number 26. Half the distance to the goal, automatic first down.
And you hate to see that. That is a huge penalty right there as they go half the distance to the goal.
And that will put them first and goal from the 13-yard line. That's a costly, costly penalty. Jackson skips ahead to the 10-yard line.
And ideally, you really want to hold Miles College to a field goal right here. You've got to find a way to stop this momentum that they've found to drive all the way down the field to this position.
Hurry up offense for Miles College. Sweep on the left
him off guard
side. He's
a
got a
little bit.
seam, and he's in for the touchdown.
And that hurry-up offense right there just caught Kentucky State on their toes right there. They were unable to get their defense set, and Miles College is able to keep the momentum going in their direction now, to actually shift it rather.
Hurry up
You
offense
see
for
right
Miles
there,
College.
get some beautiful
On the left
blocks.
side,
None of the
got a
defenders
seam,
were able to
and
get
he's
into
in
their
for the
stance really because
touchdown.
they were caught so off guard with that hurry-up offense. That really hurt them.
And that face mask penalty really hurt them, putting them giving them half the distance to the goal line. As Miles College gets ready to kick the extra point, right now on top by 2. Extra point is up and into the net, and it's good. With 7:13 to play in the third period, our score, Miles College on top by 3, 17-14 over Kentucky State.
And like you said, it was that face mask penalty that was just so costly in that drive. I mean, you take that away, and they're still trying to get in there, and you may be able to hold them to 3 points instead of that touchdown. They come out, they're able to get that penalty, and then furthermore, they come out with that hurry-up offense that caught Kentucky State so off guard right there, unable to get set, and that caused them to not be able to really make the tackle. And then, none of their guys were set up in their defense the way that they wanted to be for that specific play.
Lindsay Magaha is with the interim president of Kentucky State University. We'll check in with her right now.
I'm here with Dr. Aaron Thompson, interim president of Kentucky State University. This is your first homecoming with Kentucky State. Tell us how the experience has been so far.
Well, it's been absolutely wonderful. It's been busy, but seeing so many alumni come back to their home, seeing so many people excited about what's going on with Kentucky State, and seeing so many new relationships built is absolutely fantastic for me.
What do you hope that the alumni take away from this homecoming this year as the 130th anniversary?
Well, I hope they take away that it took a lot of good relationships to build to make this 130 years. That in fact they can get more closely tied with Kentucky State University, get back to the university with not only their money but with their time and talent. That I hope they look and see that all the young people that we're trying to build to the next generation of Kentucky State alumni, that they can be an essential part of that building process.
Thank you so much for agreeing to be on camera, Dr. Thompson, and we're hoping for a mighty win for the Thoroughbreds this year.
Three-yard return. There was holding on Kentucky State, and that will take them back half the distance to the goal, so Kentucky State will start this drive from the 10-yard line.
You've got to think that they're going to be trying to get some sort of offensive momentum again going. I mean, they came out with success on that last one. Their defense let them down after that, but they've got to get into this game, and it could end up being a foot race.
St. Guy is back in the game. He will throw, and a bullet over the outstretched hands of number 81, Jonathan Powell, incomplete. Second and 10 for Kentucky State. St. Guy out of the shotgun. 2 receivers on each side. He will keep it himself. Runs into a lineman and will get stopped at the line of scrimmage before he's driven backwards. No gain.
This Miles College defense is stepping up right now. They are showing that they are a very tough team to deal with.
3rd and 10 for Kentucky State. St. Guy working out of the shotgun. War in the backfield with the quarterback. And it is caught by Johnson. Charles Johnson on the slant will get the first down and go down at the 30-yard line.
And that was an absolute bullet by St. Guy, right on the money, perfect pass, able to pick up the first down and then some.
War in the backfield. Charles Johnson on the reception is caught by Johnson.
Will come out though after that play. We'll see what's wrong with him.
He took a shot on that reception after the catch. St. Guy 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line for Kentucky State. He will throw, and it is knocked down at the line of scrimmage. Great defensive play by number 41, Anthony Hardy for Miles College.
Number 41, Anthony Hardy. Second down.
That'll bring up 2nd and 10. 5:47 to go in the third period. St. Guy out of the shotgun once again.
You know, that's what you always tell your defenders. If you can't get to the quarterback before he releases that pass, get your hands up. Right there, Miles College showing exactly what they needed to do in that situation.
Play clock is down to 10 seconds. And St. Guy on the keeper, and he will get back to the original line of scrimmage. And he gets upset. He wanted more out of that. 3rd and 9 for Kentucky State. St. Guy working from the shotgun once again. 3 receivers to his left this time, 1 to his right. Taking signals from the sideline. Lavelle Cloyd with St. Guy in the backfield. Guy throwing downfield, and the receiver was pushed out of bounds. Looking for a flag from the ref. Nothing's going to happen, though, so that'll bring 4th down.
I'm still wondering where the flag is from the ref, because that corner just seemed to kept following the receiver even after the play. Taunting seems to come to mind as far as a penalty that could be thrown right there. Just I guess there weren't any striped guys around there that could have thrown that flag.
4th down, Kentucky State will punt it away. Good snap, and it's blocked. And it is recovered by Miles College at the 18-yard line and brought down to the 16.
Huge special teams play right there from Miles College, and that is rough.
They stuffed that punt. He had no chance to get that ball away.
Now Miles College will take over with a very short field in front of them. This is absolutely nightmare scenario for Kentucky State after they take the lead. It's taken away from them. Miles College gets on top 17-14, and now they have the chance to go up 24-14.
Whiffle out of the shotgun. 3 receivers to his right. He will hand off. The hands of number 12, Jamarcus Nance. And he will lose 2 yards.
The tackle by 46, Keonta Reynolds.
Here's this hurry up again, and it's catching Kentucky State on their heels.
And 12.
We'll slow it down, though.
4:23 to play in the third period. Man in motion. And it's a pass. Very deceptive play there. And it is complete to number 8, Devin Brown, very close to the first down.
Brown, the ball carrier.
And it's a pass. Very deceptive play there. This will be 3rd and 2. Hurry up offense for Miles College. They're going to hand off and go straight up the middle and get the first down. They go down to about the 7-yard line. Looks like that's where he'll stop.
It's a first down.
It is the first down.
First and goal for Miles College.
First and goal from the 7-yard line for Miles College with 3:20 to play in the third quarter. Whipple moves a man in motion. He will hand off, and it will be a touchdown, and that looked too easy for Jamarcus Nance.
All he had to do was beat the corner, get around the end, and that's exactly what he did. Runs it right in there, and now Miles College is on top, 23-20 with a
Whipple
chance
moves
to
the
make
man
it
in motion.
24
He
with
will
the
hand
BAT.
off, and I think I just saw about 4
It will
flags
be
fly out of
a
the corner of the end zone.
touchdown, and that looked too.
Flag on the play.
There are 2 flags on the far end of the field in the end zone. Looked like there may have been some excessive celebration or something going on in the end zone there for Miles College.
The result of the play is the score. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, offense, taunting, as a unsportsmanlike conduct towards disqualification. The foul will be enforced on succeeding kickoff.
And as you heard right now, right there, if you get 2 unsportsmanlike conducts, you are disqualified from the game. You will be kicked out immediately and asked to leave.
Well, Miles College will go for the extra point now on top, 23-14. Kick is blocked. So now it's just a 9-point lead for Miles College. Great defensive effort by the Thoroughbreds.
Refs still want to talk it over. We'll see what's going on now. There is a flag on the play.
Personal foul. Defense leaving number 21. After distance of the goal, retry.
And Miles College will get a retry at that.
So you can't jump to block a kick?
Not before the snap.
Oh.
And when you land, you can't land right on top of someone the way that he did, kind of, so a little rough right there.
So now Miles College will get a second chance to go up by 10. Snap is down, flags fly.
More flags.
Flag on the play.
And this ref team's going to make sure they get their laundry money's worth with these flags today.
Oh yes, they put those hankies on the ground quite a bit today.
That one goes for an illegal substitution.
Does that mean, it's going to be against Miles College, so it's going to back them up 5 yards?
To the original line of scrimmage.
Coming to the sideline to explain to Coach John L. Smith what the call is and why they're making it. Neil Jackson with Josh Toffness. Miles College leading Kentucky State at the homecoming game, 23-14. Trying to kick an extra point. Now the referees are explaining to both coaches what the call was on this last penalty. The Miles College band providing some soundtrack to this lull in play. And I'm not sure, but I'd say there's about the same number of people in Tailgate City as there are watching this football game live.
I'd say that's a safe assumption.
Now we'll have our third attempt at an extra point from Miles College. And this kick is blocked. No good.
Nope. It got through somehow. They were able to tip
it. It was good. That was...
You can see right here.
And this kick is
was
blocked,
put on it,
but not enough to keep it from going over the upright.
Miles College takes the lead 24-14 now.
Coach Reginald Ruffin, head coach for Miles College. I know he's happy with the performance he's seen on this homecoming day from his team. On top 24-14. Miles College back on top by 10 over Kentucky State University. And now Kentucky State will have to answer back. While we have time, we'll check in one more time with Lindsay Magaha. She is with the homecoming court.
As you can see, I am surrounded by royalty. The 2016 homecoming, Miss KSU and Mr. KSU, and as well as their court. Tell me a little bit about your reign.
It has definitely been an interesting reign, something that is a blessed experience, but it's been fun.
Wonderful. And what about you, sir?
Oh, it's been wonderful. It's been a blessing. I'm just still trying to soak it all in. It's awesome.
All right. Well, are you all ready for a victory for Kentucky State today?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
I said, are we ready for a victory for Kentucky State today? Yes. All right. Well, let's go, Reds.
University homecoming court for 2016. Miles College will be kicking away from the 20-yard line, or the 25-yard line, and it will be caught.
And it's off to the races.
And a good return for Corey Slaughter. He's able to bring it a good 25 yards upfield.
Makes his way to about the 36-yard line.
The kick fielded by number 13, Corey Slaughter.
3:03 to play in this quarter.
Corey hailing from Atlanta, Georgia, gets himself a great return right there.
First and 10 for Kentucky State. Jules St. Guy bringing the offense onto the field. 3 wide receivers to his right. Looks right, will run straight up the middle, and he'll get a hand on his shoulder pad, pulling him down after a gain of 2.
St. G right there, able to pick up at least 3 or 4 yards.
He's just in the grasp of some of these Miles College defenders. You cannot pull away.
You can tell that they've been doing their farmer's walk with those 45s, working on that grip.
3 receivers to the right for St. Guy. He will hand off. And that's War battling ahead for 2 more yards, and he may get 3. Depends on the spot.
War, the ball carrier.
They'll give him 2.
Short game, 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6 for the Thoroughbreds. They have to keep this offensive drive alive. Down 10 to Miles College.
This is a very crucial 3rd down right here.
5 wide receivers for Kentucky State. St. Guy looks and throws it, and it is caught. And Demetrius Anderson catches and pays for it with a shot right to the chest. But it's good for the first down for Kentucky State. And he's coming off the field. He's hurt.
Stevie Woods right there delivered the shot, but Anderson, as you said, able to hold on to the ball there. That was very impressive, and looks like he might have gotten a little bit injured with it, but
St. Guy looks,
I'm telling you, for him to hold on to that ball right there, you can see it right there. Demetrius Anderson just coming in there, or Stevie Woods rather, coming in there and delivering one heck of a shot.
Quick screen to Corey Slaughter, and that will pick up a quick 5-6 yards. That screen pass has been very effective for both teams today. 5-yard pickup. St. Guy, 2nd and 6. Or 2nd and 5. They'll try to go straight up the middle with Reginald Harris. He will push it forward, pushing the pile forward across the 40-yard line. Looks like they'll spot it at the 40.
And Harris just runs into an absolute wall of Miles College linemen right there.
Under a minute to play before the end of the quarter. 3rd and 5. Clock down to 40 seconds. St. Guy will roll to his right, finds an open man, and it is caught. Bo Johnson.
Bo Johnson right there with the reception, able to somehow just pick that up off the ground before it gets there.
And he will get the first down for Kentucky State as Kentucky, St. Guy will roll to his right. Thoroughbreds continue this drive. And very important drive, down 10 to Miles College.
And as we know, Bo Johnson started this season under the center at the quarterback position, but they've learned to utilize him even more at the wide receiver position.
Last play of the quarter, it'll be Harris on the run, straight up the middle, and that will bring the third quarter to a close with your score. Miles College 24, Kentucky State Thoroughbreds 14. We will take a break and come right back with fourth quarter action here on the Thoroughbred Sports Network.
I'm sitting here with alumni Joanne James. Tell us about your homecoming experience so far.
Oh my God, it has been awesome and amazing. I am a part of the class of '86, the Centennial class. We are celebrating our 30-year reunion. It has been a fabulous time. We arrived here on Thursday night with just games and reunion. Then we had our banquet last night. We raised tons of money for our scholarships. We are so impressed with the students here at Kentucky State. So this is a way that I can give back to come back every year for homecoming. This is I've only missed one homecoming in the whole 29 years. I come every year. So it's very important for the alum to come back to let students know what successful people look like. Yeah.
What words of wisdom would you leave alumni?
Okay. Work hard, everything in excellence. Kentucky State is a small liberal school. We do wonderful things here. Today, majority of my friends, 30-year plus friends, I met here at Kentucky State. And let me also share, I said celebrate 29 years of marriage, and I met my husband here. Oh,
congratulations.
Such a love story. We met in the Student Center, and we've been together ever since.
All right,
Yeah.
wonderful. Congratulations to you, and fight on, Thoroughbred.
Hi, Shane Huffman with the Neil Huffman Automotive Group, and we're introducing the all-new Neil Huffman Auto Mall of Frankfort, where we have 5 great brands: Chevy, Buick, GMC, Nissan, and Honda. All our deals come with our 110% price protection guarantee, and they even have a 2-year certified maintenance plan. Plus, we have acres and acres of quality pre-owned vehicles that are all aggressively priced, and we're even going to give you a $39.99 full synthetic oil change. All these deals are on our website, neilhuffman.com. Huffman has it.
I want to thank one of our sponsors, the Neil Huffman Automotive Group out of Frankfort, Kentucky. Big shout out to them for sponsoring Kentucky State University athletics.
2nd and 7. And that's War on the drive. He'll run it straight up the middle, pick up another 6 yards, get it close to the 21-yard line. Looks like they'll spot it at 22. Kentucky State in a hurry-up offense.
They know that they have to put some points on the board quick to get back into this game.
And it will be St. Guy on the carry. He gets it straight across the middle, gets across the 15 to the 10, and he'll be pulled down at the 9-yard line.
And that was just an absolutely beautiful play by St. Guy right there. Able to read his blocks, go right up the middle, and power it through. You can see it right here. A little bit of trickery there with the fake, and then some shiftiness gets him to about the 9-yard line.
And St. Guy putting in the extra effort on the sweep on the left side. Taking shots and breaking off tackles.
And St. G right now just putting this team on his back and carrying them to the end zone.
Second and goal. It'll be War. He'll try to fight through the pile, the extra effort. It could be a touchdown. He put the extra push at the end of the play, but they're going to spot it at the 1.
Right there at the 1, yeah.
Second and goal. It'll be War. He'll try to fight through the pile, the extra effort.
One more chance for War right there. He gets it in for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Thoroughbreds.
And that was just reading your blocks and going right ahead, north-south running. Perfect play right there by War.
Darmonte War, the 5'8 senior. 192 pounds.
Just a bowling ball of a back.
And that's what they needed to get back on the board. Now down 4, going for the extra point. Bill Rose kicking the extra point for Kentucky State. Russell Sims, the holder. Kick is up, and it is good. With 13:30 to play in the fourth period, our score 21-24. Miles College leads Kentucky State Thoroughbreds here on the Thoroughbred Sports Network.
Kentucky State right now just creeping themselves back into this game. They now only trail 3 points behind Miles College Golden Bears.
We'll see who Lindsay Magaha is talking to on the sidelines this time. Lindsay?
I'm sitting here with Richard Graves, who's the president of the alumni chapter of Indianapolis. Tell us about your homecoming experience so far.
Oh, we're loving it. Kentucky State always put on a great show, and it's always good to come back home. This is home for school, for education. Got so many wonderful friends, and it's just like a big family.
For sure. Now, as an alumni president, tell us a little something. Tell some of the alumni something that you think that they should do before they leave Frankfort.
Well, first of all, they have to go through the tailgate city, but it's always good to go by campus. Campus is beautiful. Campus has changed. It's been evolving, but they have to visit campus. They have to visit all the Greek stones, all the dormitories. It is really nice.
For sure. And how important is registration to alumni on campus or to alumni chapters?
That's real important. It's so important to get active. We try to encourage all alumni to be active so we can just keep up with their information so you can keep up with the university. The university grows, and this is how it grows with alumni.
All right. Well, thank you so much for agreeing to be on camera. And we're wishing the best for the Thoroughbreds today.
Thank you.
After their turn, Miles College is able to get it back to about the 37-yard line. There were some huge hits on that return, too.
Looks like they're going to spot it at the 32 after that kickoff.
Excuse me, 32. That's my fault.
Thank you to Lindsay Magaha on the sidelines with those feature interviews. We will check in with her a couple more times before the end of the football game. Miles College leading by 3, 24-21 over Kentucky State in this homecoming football game. Whipple out of the shotgun. 3 receivers to his left. He will hand off. Jackson gets around the right-hand side, picks up maybe 3 yards.
The Kentucky State defense is doing a better job at squeezing down those ends, not really giving much around the corners.
Just shy of the 35-yard line. They spotted it at the 34.
Jackson, the ball carrier. Gain of 2, 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8. Whipple out of the shotgun. He will hand off once again. Jackson tries to power it up again. He picks up another 2 yards. That'll be 3rd and 5.
And this is a big 3rd and 5 here for the Kentucky State defense. If they can make this stop, get their offense back the ball, and somehow find a way into the end zone, this could be huge.
Play clock down to 15 seconds.
Miles College again trying to catch K-State offsides.
And he'll run it. Whipple pull down, the
ball
ball's
on the
loose.
ground. And it is recovered by Kentucky State University Thoroughbred.
Right at midfield as well.
They're fighting for it down there, but I tell you what, the original line, and the refs are saying it right now, it goes to K-State.
He'll run it, and that is going to be a fun foul to pull down.
The
ball's loose.
As
you can see right here,
it is recovered by Kentucky State
on top of the football.
Yes, sir.
And it
Number
will
34, Mithril Stewart Jr., the defensive lineman, coming up with it, a big freshman. I mean, that's one thing that's really amazing about this John L. Smith team. He's got so many young guys that have come in here and have made an impact. And right there you see it with the freshman coming up with the ball right there with the big play on defense.
Kentucky State with the ball at midfield. trailing by 3 to Miles College. St. Guy out of the shotgun at the 45-yard line. He will hand off to Harris. Harris meets a large lineman at the 49-yard line. He'll get about a yard deep into Miles College territory. No, maybe 2 yards deep. He'll go to the 48-yard line.
Gain of 2, second and 8.
Our next broadcast for the Thoroughbred Sports Network will be on October 29th versus Lane College. Kickoff for that game is at 1:30. St. Guy rolls to his right, finds an open receiver, and he is pulled down, incomplete. That was right in front of us. He had a shot at catching that. Just a few too many hands in there to interfere with it.
You know, I honestly think that hit came in a little bit early, but the refs didn't call it.
1:30. St. Guy rolls to his right. Crowd might have wanted the flag on that play
You
as
can
well.
see it right there, yeah.
And he is.
That's one of those split decisions that you really just, it's too close to call, so I don't really blame them for not throwing the flag there, but it could have gone either way.
Sun shining high above Alumni Stadium. And it looks like we have a timeout on the field. We will check in one more time and see what's going on with, or we'll take a commercial break and come back. With 11:26 to go in the fourth quarter, the score Miles College 24, Kentucky State 21 here on the Thoroughbred Sports Network.
And he was asking us about if we ever thought about going to college. It was a dead dream for me because I had to change my ways. Never let anyone or you tell yourself that you cannot do anything. And he said, K-State wants you, and if you really want to go, they're willing to help you with everything. I always wanted to go to college, and that was the day that I guess I got accepted to K-State.
Kentucky State, 3rd and long here. St. Guy out of the shotgun. Bad snap. St. Guy keeps on his feet, and he will not get back to the original line of scrimmage. He'll actually lose 4 yards there.
Which is actually impressive considering he was going to lose about 10 or 12.
Loss of 3, and that'll bring up 4th down. Kentucky State will have to kick it away. .10:48 to play in this game. Kentucky State trailing by 3, 24-21 against the Golden Bears of Miles College. Line drive kick again. And that will
good
put
punt.
Miles College will have their back against the wall deep in their own territory as they will spot the ball at the 6-yard line.
Another excellent punt from Russell Sims from Lawrenceburg, Kentucky. Harrodsburg, Kentucky. Talked about him early, Mercer County High School graduate.
And Kentucky State had gotten a punt blocked earlier this afternoon, so there was a little danger in getting that kick away on time.
Ball is placed on the 6.
Whipple working out of the shotgun will hand off and breaks the tackle. Could have been stopped for a loss inside the 5, but breaks that tackle and gets positive yards to about the 9-yard line.
Gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
Flag on the play.
Looks like it might be a hold. against Miles College right there.
Hold against Miles College. That will put their backs against the wall. Battle of horn sections going on in the stands.
They need to watch it, though, because they are not allowed to play during the offensive drives of Miles College. You saw the umpire looking out there at him.
And
Just
they
keeping
stopped
him in check.
immediately. Hate to lose the game on a banned penalty. 10:03 to play. The Golden Bears now at the 4-yard line due to a penalty. Second and 12. Whipple out of the shotgun. He is standing in his own end zone. Man in motion. He will keep it himself and will get back to the 9-yard line. And that'll bring up 3rd and 6.
Deontay Reynolds, the linebacker, right there with the tackle. He's from Louisville, Kentucky.
Whipple out of the shotgun. Got the field really spread out. He will look to throw, and it is nearly intercepted. Number 21, Raymond Malone, able to get a jump on that ball.
Absolutely in and out of his hands. You can see the disappointment on the young man's face right there. Whipple right
really
here gets a
out.
quick throw, gets a quick snap, and then
throw.
experiences a little bit of
It
pressure,
is
throws the ball immediately.
nearly
And right there you see
intercepted.
it, number 21, Raymond Malone, just unable to hold on to that interception.
Right now in the battle of field position, you got to say Kentucky State is definitely at an advantage because they've got excellent field position and will have excellent field position after this punt. With 9:09 left to play in this game. Miles College punting out of their own end zone, nearly blocked. High punt.
Had
And
to get that away quick.
It'll drop at the 50. And
Reginald Harris takes it.
breaks tackles and is able to get it across the 50-yard line into Miles College territory.
Miles College right now saying he fumbled, but I don't believe that's the case.
They were going to the strip mall. They were desperately trying to strip that ball out of Reginald Harris's hands.
He does a good job of keeping hold of it and making sure that there was a case where he could get it and drop the ball.
1st and 10 for Kentucky State. Jules St. Guy leading the offense back onto the field. 1st and 10 in Miles College territory. Going from the 43-yard line. St. Guy out of the shotgun. He will hand off, and it's War. He will try to break the tackle, but fall forward and pick up about 2.5 yards. He gets to the 45-yard line. 2nd and 7.
And it has been absolutely back and forth here in this 4th quarter so far. You're looking for somebody to take control here. Kentucky State University has a really big opportunity to do so right now.
2nd and 7. St. Guy hands off to War again. War will pull it. He will get across the line of scrimmage and get close to the 40-yard line down at the 42.
And if only he would just take some time there instead of trying to shift inside and outside and just go north-south. You hear it in the coaching staff right next door saying, get up the field, War, and that's what he needs to do there.
8:02 to play in this 4th period. Kentucky State driving down by 3 to Miles College Golden Bears.
Reginald Harris in now for War.
2 receivers right, and they hand off to Harris. Harris tries to get around the left-hand side, and head, and that was the ugliest tackle I've seen today.
You have got to call the flag on that.
That was just a straight head tackle. Just grabbed him around his helmet and pulled him down.
That was a horse collar and a half if I've ever seen one. Instead, the call is holding against Kentucky State University, and that'll mark them back about 10 yards and a repeat of the third down. Actually, they are saying it's offsetting penalties, and they're going to call it fourth down.
Now what will Kentucky State do? Offense is still on the field. 4th and 5. 7:26 to go, and they will call a timeout. We'll take one as well. With 7:22 to play in this fourth period, Miles College leads 24-21 over Kentucky State University on the Thoroughbred Sports Network.
Honestly, Kentucky State is home.
Fourth and 6 for the Thoroughbreds. St. Guy will scramble out of the pocket, gets the first down and more as he gets down at the 22-yard line. That was a huge play on fourth down for the Thoroughbreds, and St. Guy cashes in.
And that was an absolutely crucial play right there by St. Guy. You can see
Fourth
right
and 6
here.
for the
He had plenty
Thoroughbreds.
of time
St.
in the
Guy
backfield,
will
decides to
scramble
tuck it and
out of the
run,
pocket,
and what
gets
a
the first
decision
down
that
and
was.
more. And he gets 23 yards on the scramble. 1st and 10 for Kentucky State from their own 23-yard line. Handoff. No, St. Guy will keep it himself and get stood up at the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. 6:40 to play. St. Guy is going to be replaced by Grothaus in the quarterback spot. Looked like he got pulled up a little lame there. Or that he's had trouble with cramps all afternoon, so that could be another one. So Court Grothaus in at quarterback for Kentucky State. He's got DeMonte War with him in the backfield. And Grothaus will keep it himself, stay on his feet, and he will get inside the red zone, goes down at the 19-yard line. And that was a good scramble. 5:52 to play in the fourth period.
Grothaus showing right there that he can get it done with his legs as well.
It's homecoming matchup between Kentucky State University and the Miles College Golden Bears.
Kentucky State right now driving and with plenty of time on the clock to do something.
And now St. Guy back in the game after a one-play breather. Takes a snap, a blitz is on. St. Guy will get stuffed and flags fly as he goes down at the 19-yard line. Flag flew from the defensive secondary area. And it looks like from the reaction of Kentucky State, it's going to be against Miles College.
And it's a face mask on Miles College. Huge penalty right there. Gives them an automatic first down for K-State.
And that is that a half the distance to the goal penalty?
Yes, it is. And they're going to start.
I like
out
hearing
right
those when they're
line.
on Kentucky State's when they're in Kentucky State's favor. Not so much on the other side. So now it's 1st and goal for the Thoroughbreds from the 9-yard line. St. Guy in the shotgun. He will keep it himself. And another flag flies as he goes down at the 5-yard line, maybe the 6.
And you hope that that's not holding. It is holding on Kentucky State University.
The ref that threw it had the holding sign up before he even got close to the referee. That's going to back him up.
Very costly penalty in that sort of situation. You've got to keep your head about you. You can't make those sort of mistakes as a lineman.
And now Kentucky State is back at the 20, 1st and goal from the 20. They have just a holding penalty brought them back 5 yards. Now St. Guy, 1st and goal from the 20-yard line. Pass complete
Huge
at the
play
10.
to the tight end.
The tight end, big number 96.
95, Jake Ramsey.
Jake Ramsey, the 6'3" tight end, 6'3", 269 pounds, and that's a big body, hard to bring down.
That's another freshman talent out of Louisville, Kentucky, in Ballard High School.
Ballard, a power in high school football. Pass complete
Huge
at the
play
10.
to the tight end.
St. Guy working from the 4-yard line, takes a snap, keep it himself, and he will get stood up at the 5-yard line before he's brought backwards.
And he's laying down there. It's looking like he may be hurt. His left shoulder right now.
He is taking a beating today.
He's able to somehow get up right there.
Clock winding down, under 4 minutes to go in this football game.
Showing quite a bit of toughness, St. G.
Kentucky State trailing by 3, 24-21. Still in the red zone, 3rd and goal from the 5-yard line. Jules St. Guy taking the signal from the sideline. He's got 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right.
Got only 6 seconds on the play clock.
And it's a bad snap for Kentucky State. St. Guy will throw it incomplete because that's all he could do.
And that's
They're going to
intentional
call it
grounding right there. There was no receivers inside of that ball.
And you never really hear anything bad about a center until you see a snap like that. Just a bad snap from the center. And that's the only time he's ever really noticed, when he has a bad snap.
And that's going to be 4th down. That's going to knock them way back there to about the 29-yard line. It's going to be a long kick if they're going to try for it.
Well, considering the wind is going really hard from left to right, away from the press box.
It is in their favor.
It would be a 46-yard field goal attempt. But it looks like Kentucky State is going to go for it, 4th and goal from the 29-yard line. They have to get a touchdown here or it's Miles College football. From wherever the play goes dead. St. Guy throwing it downfield. He's got a crowd there, and it is intercepted at the 2-yard line.
And honestly, that couldn't have gone better for Kentucky State University other than the touchdown at hand. Because if they hadn't gotten in, which they weren't going to, it was going to be a turnover on downs right there. If he dropped the ball, they were going to get, Miles College was going to be able to get the ball at about the 29-yard line. So right there in that sort of situation, now they've got to drive all the way from the 2-yard line.
Under just at 3 minutes left in this football game, it's going to be up to Kentucky State's defense to keep Kentucky State in this football game because they have to get a stop here in order to give Kentucky State a chance to score one more time.
It's absolutely crucial because Miles College right now is just going to want to keep on rolling, especially in this situation where they have this 3-point lead.
It could come down to final possession here in this football game. Homecoming between Miles College and Kentucky State University. They'll keep it on the ground into the hands of number 12, Jamarcus Nance. He will get maybe a yard gain.
And they're just looking to eat up some clock right here.
2nd and 9 for Miles College. 2:42 to play. And if you're Miles College, you're in no hurry to get this play off. Ten seconds left on the play clock. 2:20 left to play in the game. It's a fumble in the end zone, recovered by Kentucky State. Touchdown, Kentucky State.
Huge play right there.
Can you believe it? And just like that, the Thoroughbreds are on top 27-24. A handoff mistake from the Miles College quarterback.
Let's watch it again.
As he goes for the handoff, it's just didn't secure the football. Fumble in the end zone, recovered by Kentucky State. Touchdown, Kentucky State. With 2:10 to play in this fourth quarter. We waited for the big play. I didn't think it would happen in the end zone of Miles College, where they fumbled and Kentucky State recovers for the touchdown. Football is just so many different ways you can win a football game.
And this is huge right now. They want to go up by 4 because this is going to make it untouchable without a touchdown or more.
Kick is up. The extra point is good. With 2:10 to play in the fourth period, Kentucky State goes on top. 28-24 here on the Thoroughbred Sports Network. This has been a great afternoon of football.
Yes, it has. I mean, we've seen everything as far as special teams plays, defensive plays, offensive plays as well. I mean, it has just been a blast to watch these games.
I just threw a thumbs up to the interim president. He's sitting a couple of spots over in the press box here. He's very happy with that play. And the alumni are as happy as well, so it's going to be a very good afternoon here at Kentucky State. Thoroughbreds can hold on to this lead with 2:10 to play in the fourth period. And the Kentucky State University band is now going full volume.
Doesn't take much for them to turn it up to 11.
For those concerned, Alabama is leading Tennessee 14-0 with 2:11 to go in the first half of football.
And after the ball falls off a second time, they're going to have to get a holder out there on it.
.210 remaining in this football game, and Kentucky State able to capitalize on a fumble in the end zone from Miles College, recovering for a touchdown.
Looks like number 18, Jakar Turner, is going to be the holder.
Waiting for Bill Rose, the kicker, 5'11", senior from Lawrenceburg, Kentucky. And it's a high kick. Should be fielded about the 18-yard line. He's got a seam if he gets to the corner. And he's brought down at the 25-yard line.
That was Moronky Tapper right there with the tackle from Jacksonville, Florida. 5'11" senior.
And now we are seeing some noise coming from the Kentucky State University side of the field, and it's not the bands, it's the crowd for the first time today. Lots of folks on their feet trying to help this defense with 2:05 to play. Whipple out of the shotgun. He has 3 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Takes the snap from the 35-yard line. He'll get flushed out of the pocket. Nearly sacked.
Has a hand on him.
And he will be sacked at the 35, back to the line of scrimmage. The coaches in the coaches' box to our right are a little animated right now. Just a little bit.
Well, they know how big this is right here.
Whipple out of the shotgun. 2nd and 10. He'll get pressure, and he's throwing deep down the field. And it's off the back of the helmet of number 50 of Kentucky State, and that is Vincent Edwards.
An absolute clean coverage right there. You could not get in his face more than what he just did.
That was perfect defense. Don't even think about the ball. Just stay in between you and the quarterback. Just stay in between the receiver and the quarterback, and the ball hit him in the back of the head. Third and 10. 1:27 to play in this 4th period. Whipple dropping back. He's going to get flushed out of the pocket again. And this pass is complete. Very close to a first down. It will be a first down. Miles College at the 45-yard line with 1:20 to play in this football game.
That was Tyree Leonard right there with the reception. He was unable to get out of bounds, though, so this clock will keep going up. Nope, it stopped. And there it goes. Now they're rolling it down.
First and 10
left.
First and 10 from the 45. Whipple fakes downfield.
All day.
Stays comfortable in the pocket and is caught at the 27-yard line. And he had plenty of time to throw that football. 1:03 left on the clock. First and 10. And Miles College knocking on the door to the red zone.
They have to have a touchdown, though. There is no settling for a field goal in this situation.
Miles College calling a timeout.
They have 2 remaining here with 59.1 seconds left, so plenty of time for them to do something with the positioning at the 30-yard line.
And if you're Miles College, you just got to keep this. You've got under a minute to go in this football game. You're Miles College, and a field goal's not going to do it. You got to get in the end zone.
Yes, you do. Right there, second and final warning for Miles College right there, or for Kentucky State University, rather, because they've been playing while Miles College has reception of the ball, and that just is a no-no in the SIAC.
So now with 59.1 seconds to go in this football game, Miles College coming out of the timeout, trailing by 4 to Kentucky State, 28-24. Whipple standing in the shotgun. 2 receivers on each side. He's going to keep it himself, and he's got a seam. He gets ahead inside the red zone, inside the 15. Scrambles to the
about the 12 or 13,
line.
Yeah. And that's just been the extra threat all afternoon long. Whipple is able to just pull the ball and run whenever he wants.
This time he hands off to Jackson. Jackson gets hit in the backfield. Doesn't get around the corner. No, that's number 6, Christian Mays on the carry. With 34 seconds to go, Miles College still knocking on the door inside the red zone. Timeout, Kentucky, no, timeout Miles College. That'll be their final timeout?
No, they have one left.
One more. Josh, it's been a great second broadcast for the Thoroughbred Sports Network, and an exciting game to go along with it.
Oh yeah, definitely. Homecoming is always a blast, and especially the fact that we have this awesome game to go along with it. I mean, it's coming down, as we've noted, to the final minute right here. Miles College is knocking on the door, but like we said, they have to have a touchdown. It is absolutely crucial. They can't settle for 3 points here, and that's what makes this so exciting. If Kentucky State can stand up on defense and stop them here, it's going to be a great homecoming for the Thoroughbreds.
2nd and 9 from the 18-yard line. Timeout on the field. Kentucky State leading 28-24 over Miles College. And this has been a great football game today.
As play resumes at 2nd and 9.
If Kentucky State finishes this game on top, we will check in with the coach. Nick Curran will be on the sideline talking with the hopefully victorious John L. Smith. Crowd trying to get the defense behind, getting behind the defense. Whipple out of the shotgun, and he throws to the end zone, tipped up and out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
What a play right there by number 50. That is Vincent Edwards. We have been calling his name all afternoon long. Edwards right there. That could have been a game-saving play because that was a touchdown if it was in the hands of the Miles College receiver.
And the defender that was closest to the play, Trayvon Spencer, with the bat away. And that was the defense. Whipple out of the shotgun. Could not be better time. And he throws to the end zone, tipped up and out of the back of the with the swipe away. And now 3rd and 10. 3rd and 9. Whipple out of the shotgun. He's got pressure, and he will throw it to no one, incomplete. That brings up 4th. It's going to come down to this play for Miles College. And the noise level is about to pick up here at Alumni Stadium. Timeout, Miles College. And we'll keep it right here. Josh Hovness with Neil Jackson, the Thoroughbred Sports Network. And very few people are sitting here at Alumni Coliseum right now.
It all comes down to this after this timeout, and it's the final timeout for Miles College. Can they convert? Can they get into the end zone? It's 4th and 9. Can the defense for Kentucky State University stand up here on homecoming and make one last final stop? They're going to need to lean on their big guys. Vincent Edwards has been making plays all afternoon long, along with quite a few others. We've called Rodriguez Jones' name a few times as well, Dimitri Cooper as well. I mean, they have got a very, very serious defense here, and young. That's what's so scary about them. They're young, so they can go on for a while here at Kentucky State University.
The entire Thoroughbred team was involved in that last huddle. The sideline was empty for the first time in this homecoming day, I believe.
Here it is.
This is 4th and 9 for Miles College.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what football is all about. Timeout, though, for Kentucky State as they want to take a little bit of extra time to set up this defensive play.
What we're seeing here is essentially chess. Move, counter move. Move, counter move. As soon as you see what the other team's going to do, you call a timeout to see what you can do with what you see.
In this situation, it can't hurt. You're not stopping the clock that's already stopped, so might as well take a little bit of extra time in that final timeout to figure out what you want to do to keep the lead of this game if you're John L. Smith.
I'm not going to lie to you, Josh. This has been a rough start to the day, but it's turned into an outstanding day of football. The weather has been great, and the crowd here for Kentucky State homecoming has been outstanding, and it's been a great day of football.
This has been a blast for sure. My heart is pounding in my chest as we await this final play of offense from Miles College.
They've got one shot. They are at the 18-yard line. They have to get to the 4-yard line for a first down. But on 4th down, 30.5 seconds to go left in the game, you've got to go for the touchdown.
Yes, you do.
The tension for this game has been building and building, and now we've come to the one play that could decide this football game. The crowd getting rowdy. Whipple out of the shotgun.
Here it is. He's on the run for his life.
And it is
out of the
incomplete.
hands of the receiver from Miles College. Excellent defensive coverage right there from Kentucky State University.
And that will seal it for Kentucky State. Flags on the play, so we'll have to find out what the call is. And this is a high-tension moment, if there ever was one. What is the referee's call? Unsportsmanlike against Kentucky State, but they will keep the football.
Still remains Kentucky State ball.
Whipple out of the shotgun.
And that is the victory for them. Here it
So
is.
the
Let's
Kentucky
watch this play one more time. He's on the run for his life. Plenty of pressure on him, and right here, I mean, our hearts were in our chest.
As Trayvon
It is out of the hands of the receiver from Miles College. Excellent defensive coverage.
Walker for Miles College, because he was there to make that play. It just hit the ground right out of the reach of his outstretched hands.
Kentucky State prepares to go into their victory formation.
And we will prepare to go to Nick Curran on the sideline with John L. Smith.
And that is a homecoming victory for your Kentucky State Thoroughbreds, 28-24 over Miles College.
And as a Kentucky State alumnus, Josh Toffness, I know you are very happy to be saying that right now.
Can you hear the excitement in my voice? I'm happy about this right now. That was such a blast to watch that game. I enjoyed it all the way through. Let's go down to the sideline and see what Nick Curran has to say with John L. Smith. If he can get a hold of him right now, I mean, I know it's going to be tough.
There is a huge... Nick Curran will have interviews with players and coaches. I'm seeing Coach Smith walking off the sideline towards Nick Curran, I believe.
He's got to get corralled here.
Yes, he does.
I mean, I can't blame him one bit. Super exciting victory right there at homecoming. Another SISC victory, and wow, what a way to do it.
And Nick is with the coach right now. I know he's very happy and very relieved to get this victory.
He's going to get his team with him, Coach Smith is.
This has been a great victory, homecoming win for the Kentucky State Thoroughbreds.
And again, what a response after last year losing 16-6 at Miles College. They come back here, 28-24 victory, able to seal the deal. I mean, and what a football game. In the final seconds, came right down to that final 30 seconds play in the final play by Miles College. Wow. I mean, we have been treated ourselves to an excellent homecoming this year at Kentucky State University.
If you have to name a player of the game, I'd say my vote would have to go to Jules St. G. His offensive performance today has been inspiring. He did it both. He's done it all himself in the air and on the ground.
Like we said multiple times, just putting this team on his back and carrying them to victory. Did an excellent job. As far as defensively goes, I'm going to go with Vincent Edwards. I mean, we called his name all afternoon long, did an excellent job both times. On that third down, before the fourth down play, he was able to tip the ball away from the offensive player. And, I mean, Vincent Edwards, excellent job by him as well. Jules St. G goes without saying, an awesome offensive talent. And what do we have to look forward to him just being a freshman?
The players are standing on the sideline with Coach John L. Smith as the alma mater song is being played on this homecoming celebration. The Kentucky State Thoroughbreds victorious over Miles College 28-24 here on the Thoroughbred Sports Network. Neil Jackson with Josh Toffness, absolutely honored to be here. It's been a great day of football and a great day to be at Kentucky State. And a great day for alumni, students, and UK football or Kentucky State football fans as they pull out the big victory today on homecoming, and they move up in the conference with this conference win. The alumni song completed. Coach Smith getting his team back into the locker room so they can get their final things that they need to take care of finished, as coaches congratulating players, players congratulating coaches, as we look for Nick Curran on the sideline to get some interview time with Coach Smith.
Again, we will be back here October 29th for the Lane College game. That starts at 1:30. We should be on air at about 1 to 1:15. You guys are welcome to come and join us on the Thoroughbred Sports Network. We've had a blast covering these home games for Kentucky State this year, and we look for them to move even further forward in the SIAC.
And this will put them in standalone in second place in the in the conference. So big victory all the way around for Kentucky State today. And Coach John Smith is corralling his players into the locker room.
It's a very difficult task on homecoming.
I see Nick, well, I think I see him down there in that mass of humanity. And I think they're going to pull him to the side for an interview here. I still can't see him. All I see is masses. Well, he's
now
coming.
Here comes Coach Smith again. He's ready for this interview.
All right, let's send it down to Nick with the coach.
Coach, huge win, homecoming, great environment. What's it mean to get a win on this type of day?
Well, again, we talked at halftime, this is kind of a stepping stone for us, and could be, if we came out and did what we're supposed to and win this game, it could be a program changer in the future. And that's what we hope it is, but we have to believe in what we're doing. We have to get better at what we're doing. It shouldn't have been this close. So I'm proud of our guys. They stayed in there and they fought, and thank God the defense got a couple turnovers for us. And, I'm just proud of the kids, and now we have to build on it. We just have to build on it.
It was a lot of fight. Your quarterback kind of personified that today, too. I know he was getting knocked around a little bit, but had to come from behind from 10 down twice.
Right. And like I said, thank gosh, the defense got a turnover or two for us, and all our guys just stayed in there, and they fought. We were without guys at times. At times we're struggling to find enough wideouts to get on the field. So, but that's what we have to do. We're just short in numbers. In the future, we'll be better.
What was the sideline like as that fumble was recovered in the end zone?
Well, it was pretty ecstatic at that point. Before that, it wasn't very good. But we have to learn to play one play at a time and can't get our dauber down and sit back. And we got to get rid of that defeatist attitude. And hopefully this will help get us over that hump.
Coach, congrats on a huge win. Good luck next week.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Guys, I'll send it back up to you.
Nick Curran with Coach John L. Smith, and you can tell the emotion that he has in his heart that he really wanted this win for his team.
Not only that, but you can definitely tell the passion that he has for this victory and that they have worked so hard to turn this program around. This, as he mentioned, is a huge stepping stone in the right direction.
We're going to send it back down to Nick. He is with Nick Beckham, so we'll have Nick with Nick.
Here with Nick Beckham, recovered the fumble in the end zone to ultimately give the Thoroughbreds the win. Nick, what was that like, pouncing on in the end zone just a couple feet from where we are?
Honestly, it was a feeling like no other, man. It's just great to be out here and play the game and, put my team in position to win the game against this pretty tough opponent, Miles College. So it was a great feeling.
Playing in this atmosphere, great crowd on homecoming. What's it mean for the program to get a win like this?
A big win. We haven't beat Miles College, if I'm not mistaken, in 8 years. To just break the losing streak for them is great, and to be a part of the history is a beautiful thing. So,
yeah, congrats on the win.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
And we'll bring in Reginald Harris as well. Oh, running back for the Thoroughbreds, big touchdown run to give the team the lead originally earlier in the game. You guys were running a lot. They got a lot of pressure, but you guys finally kind of hit your stride, it looked like, as an offense as the game went on.
Yes, definitely. I mean, Coach said, as long as we not turning the ball over and all that, we got a strong offense. And we getting everybody to finish. It started at Fort Valley. We started finishing this week. We finished. So we got that good outcome.
Coach said this might be a program-building type of win, a big win, beating a tough opponent. You kind of get that sense playing in this atmosphere and
Definitely, because, I mean, what, it was 8 years? 8 years in a row we took it. So, I mean, this just started our young guys out. Seniors, we go out, win homecoming, next, win everything else. And then, so next year, keep on coming, keep coming, keep coming.
Was that something you guys talked about a little bit, the 8 straight years?
Yes, sir. We was talking about in the locker room. We had a long talk. We were sitting there for so long. You know, even when halftime, we had a long talk. So we talk about it. Let's do it.
Thanks for the time. Congrats on the win.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Reginald Harris, throw it back up to you guys. Ecstatic, everyone down on the field.
Nick Curran, thank you so much. Doing a great job on the sidelines. A couple of minutes left in this broadcast, and Josh Toffness, it's been a great homecoming day. I'm sure it's been for you, and a lot of happy people here in Frankfort.
Oh, yeah, and it was great to hear from Nick Beckham right there, the guy who recovered the fumble. Huge fumble recovery right there for the win, pretty much. I mean, it put him on top. And, wow, I mean, what a way to go out. This game had everything that you could ask for. It had great defense, great offense, great special teams play, and so much emotion on both sides of the ball. We saw it all today.
And we're going to check in one more time with Lindsay Maggard down on the field. Lindsay?
We hope that you've enjoyed game day on the Thoroughbred Sports Network. I have a couple announcements that I want to share with you all. First, if you have a cell phone, we've said it over and over again with the broadcast. If you have a cell phone and you're affiliated with Kentucky State or you're an alumni, please text KSU to 52886. It's the #1 way that we get alumni to buy into Kentucky State and to keep you connected over the years. It doesn't matter what city you're in. If you're in Louisville, Chicago, if you're in Indiana, we need you to get out your phone and text KSU to 52886. Also want to remind you that we have paintings that are on sale. Cynthia St. James, who is a world-renowned visual artist, has commissioned a painting for Kentucky State University. And for homecoming, it is actually on sale, half off. And it's just for homecoming, so be sure that you go to the website. It's www.ksu.edu and purchase your Cynthia St. James painting, or you can check it out and get it at the bookstore. Also want to remind you that the fun is not over here at Kentucky State. We've got plenty of things going on. Right next door, we've got Tailgate City, so we want to be sure that you guys are there, that you're also a part of the Millionaire Rose Party after dark, and that you also check out the concert tonight. You all were so glad that Kentucky State Thoroughbreds pulled in that win, and we hope that you all have enjoyed another game day on the Thoroughbreds Sports News Network. Thank you.
Thank you to Lindsay Maggard for that sideline report, and thank you to Josh Toffness and each and every one of the people that are involved in the Thoroughbred Sports Network. Big thanks to Eric Matthews as well.
Yes, sir. He brought us in here, and, you know, he had a lot of change in his heart as well. You know, John L. Smith, he wants to change this program. Eric Matthews wants to change the athletics face of Kentucky State University. He's doing a great job right now so far.
And we'd like to thank each and every one of you for being a part of our program today. Our next broadcast will be...
We got somebody else.
We do have one more interview down on the sidelines. I believe the president. It's the president of Kentucky State University, and I'm sure he's having a great day. Let's send it back down to Nick.
President Thompson, a great day for Kentucky State in a lot of ways. Huge crowd, great atmosphere, and a big win on the football field.
This is what we call homecoming here at Kentucky State. You know what I mean? It is a great crowd. Everybody's back. It's 100% great. And you know what? We won the ball game in the right way. It was a good game. What a win.
What an atmosphere and what a weekend. I know this is just kind of one of a number of events going on here this weekend.
It is. It's been going on all week, but this weekend especially, it's one thing after the next. I mean, people are just excited. We have so many activities happening, but I have to tell you, this is not a bad way to actually end up a Saturday, even though it's not the end for me. I got a lot more to do this evening, but this is not a bad way to have a middle of a Saturday go for you.
And it's kind of a good launching pad for the university, too, with everybody back, a big win, and kind of the type of day that gets folks excited.
It is. You know, we're a young team, and now we've won 3 games, and our conference looks pretty good for us now, so... It is, and it is a great launching pad. We knew that we had a team we were going to have to start building a foundation on, but we're actually ahead of the game so far, no pun intended. But yes, it is a great launching pad.
Thanks for the time. Congrats on a great week.
Thank you so much, and thank you for being here, enjoying our homecoming. Go Thoroughbreds!
Absolutely, guys.
Thank you again to Nick. And last couple of comments for us in here at Alumni Stadium. My first homecoming, and this will definitely not be my last.
Yeah, it's not my first, but I definitely love coming out here. Frankfort, Kentucky, just an excellent place to be. And, of course, Kentucky State University. I'm an alumni, so I had my fair share of homecomings when I went here, and it's so great to be back, and especially with a victory here at Alumni Stadium.
Thank you to the boss, Kim Price, and our sideline reporter, Nick Curran, and Lindsay Magaha. Thank you so much. Josh Toffness doing a great job as always. This is Neil Jackson. Our next broadcast for the Thoroughbred Sports Network will be October 29th, as the Thoroughbreds take on Lane College here at Alumni Stadium. Kickoff set for 1:30. Hope you can join us here at www.ksuthoroughbreds.com. The Thoroughbred Sports Network will be on the air once again. And once again, our final score from here at Alumni Stadium. It is the Miles College Bears, Golden Bears 24, the Kentucky State University Thoroughbreds 28. And for Josh Toffness, I'm Neil Jackson. Thank you all so much for watching the Thoroughbred Sports Network. Have a great weekend.